Let's make this bad boy go live the real way. Oh yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it Honda Pro Jason style. And now you're in the know. Yeah. You ever see him? That's his like trademark thing. Anyways, guys, check it out right here. Civic Type R in the garage. You guys know where we are right now. It's packed in here, as you guys might see. So just let everybody know that if the garage is shut, it is cold outside because it's been raining all day long, literally nonstop. If you watch it on the Weather Channel, we've had I don't know how many inches of rain, so everything's closed up. I have a mini heater on in the garage because it's kind of chilly tonight. I'm not dealing with that. The whole garage is still lit up. I have Christmas lights still up. I ain't taking those things down. We're having a good time. I don't know, it kind of gives a little bit more of a fun look inside the garage. And of course, we got to show off the new toy. You guys all see it right here. She is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, and it makes the garage pop just that much more. And you know, I've been showing you on Instagram and showing you on Facebook. I'm actually in the process of editing the actual delivery and the pickup of the whole vehicle, so it's going to be in one whole long video on the way to get it, the pickup, the papers, the actual driving it out of the showroom floor, and getting it home here. So you guys will see all that video here probably sometime next week, but I just want you guys to know this thing is sick. I can fit the entire family into it, and it's still a fun four-door car. That's the cool part about it. You get looks everywhere you go. You know, you get looks too with GTR, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you see people doing this. When you pull up next to them in the light, they're just like double takes. It's the funniest thing ever. One bad thing I will tell you right now, guys, is that the wheels and tires are so thin. I had 28 miles on this car already. 28 miles, that's all I had. Well, because of that, I hit a monster pothole on Interstate 4 just leaving Tampa, bent the wheel. So the actual front driver's side wheel has been, I don't know, about like a ½ inch, maybe an inch. So it's going to have to get a brand new wheel put on it. That sucks. My salesman, Jonathan Powers, he's actually one that reminded me, he's like, be lucky the tire didn't blow on you. And of course it did, and I was able to get it all the way home. But I have to use my wheel warranty. Thank God I actually paid the wheel warranty for 5 years and limited miles, because now I already have to use it. So, anyways, guys, this came from Tampa. I bought it at West Shore Honda over in Tampa. The salesman was Jonathan Powers. Dude, super cool guy. The guy actually owns a red Civic Type R, so I met him through the Civic Type R forums of Florida, and of course, he really hooked me up with a deal. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and check on everybody right quick and see, damn, 39 people already. I hate the not coming automatic. You don't go buy a Civic Type R to come in automatic, boss. If you want to, you want an automatic, go buy a GTR. But Type Rs have always been stick shift. So there you go. Bent the wheel. It's not the club things. Here we go, Cody again, blaming everybody there. You can get the bent rims fixed. Why would I fix a bent rim when I have a warranty with it? So if for anybody who doesn't know, you buy a new car, you know, you sit inside with the finance managers and they say, okay, what do you want? You know, you're signing all the things. I had already paid for it with a check, but they have to, you know, sign off all the state government paperwork. And so, of course, I opted for the 10-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper Honda Care warranty. So, like, if a knob falls off, it's repaired. But I also opted for the wheel and tire replacement, and it was like 400 and something bucks. And I'm like, for 5 years limited miles, I'll get it. Thank God, because I literally had 28 miles in the car when I hit that pothole. It was bang, and my wife was like, what was that? And then I pulled over the very next exit. Sure enough, it's about dented that much. So, you know, I have a warranty for a reason. I'm getting a brand new wheel. I would never fix the wheel. That's just crazy. Can you pop the hood to see the goods? Maybe. See how tight it is? I mean, I don't know if that would be the smartest thing right now to pop it, so I hope you can understand me, buddy. It's a little tight in the garage right now, and it is still raining here in Florida, so I don't really want to move the motorcycle out in the street or out in the driveway. You need a bigger garage. You are 100% right about that, Aaron. We are actually in the process of house hunting. If anybody hasn't seen our stuff on Instagram, we have been actually house hunting. We've looked at probably 20 homes now. Nothing that really blows us away. One or two very nice homes that have 4-car garages, beautiful homes, but I guess they didn't really just go, whoa, to us, we have to buy this one tomorrow. So we're going to kind of wait it out a little bit longer, see what our other options are the next month, couple months, and then maybe make a choice whether to leave. Possibly we talked about building onto the garage, and actually, so that's facing the street, right, our street, our neighborhood. So we actually talked about getting the approval to bump it out, one more garage space, and then up here actually adding like a game playroom upstairs there, and like a bathroom or something like that. So we have an extra square footage to the house and a 30-car garage essentially. So we've already been in talks with that. So we don't know which way we're going to go in that process, and we're seeing how things go. You like turtles? Good to hear it. Did you drive GTR home? No, I'll tell you. West Shore was the coolest dealers. Okay, so here's what happened. My wife said, I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive. And I said, okay, well, we got to figure out how to get it. So I contacted Jonathan, the sales rep, and I said, is there any way we can get like a rental car from you guys, or just a loaner car? He said, I'm going to check with my manager, but I think we can. He checked with the manager. Sure enough, they said, here's the keys to a 2018 Honda Accord. Just come to us in Tampa first, and then you pick up the Accord, and then you drive the blue Prelude back to Wesley Chapel at the Honda Prelude Wizard over there, and then you guys come back in the Honda Accord again. So that's what we did. So my wife only had to drive just from Tampa to Wesley Chapel, which was like a 25-minute drive. No big deal at all. And so that was really good. I got to drive the Honda Accord, brand new Honda Accord back. A really nice car, loads of room, tons of power for what it was, and very nice, but it's no Type R, you know what I mean? It's just no Type R. And so let me tell you, these guys went out of their way. They took care of us. I'll tell you the story for anybody who doesn't know. So I've been contacting a couple dealers here recently. One was in Miami Lakes Auto Nation, okay? They said they would sell it at MSRP. If you don't know what MSRP is, it's the sticker price on it, and manufacturer's suggested retail price. And what happened in there was that the guy said, we're going to sell it at sticker, no markups. I'm like, sweet, because right now the Civic Type Rs are obviously limited, so dealers are asking above sticker price for these cars. Well, as soon as I asked them to do the full write-up, and instantly it came back, oh, there's a $5,000 markup on the paperwork. I said, you lied to me. I said, you told me there was no markup and just MSRP. I said, you told me in multiple emails now. And I said, I'm asking for the write-up and we'll come pick it up this weekend. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. I said, then you just wasted my time and you lied. I was like, so I went on Google reviews and I gave them their dealership a 1-star review because they lied. And then I had Claremont Honda up there. It's called Headquarters Honda in Claremont, Florida. It's just on the outside of Orlando. They said they would do everything for me. And I had to have $899 in options. And I was like, okay, I picked them out. And then when I went to do the paperwork, oh, well, you have to pay to install all that. I'm like, I'm not paying to install that crap. I'm like, you're the ones that are wanting me to have it. So I automatically turned them down as well because they instantly slid in that, yeah, I don't think so. And I was like, see you later, boss. And so this guy, they got me down to $400 above MSRP. And I was like, $400, I'll take it, no questions asked. It has some basic stuff like door edge guards, trunk tray mat. Forgot 1 or 2 other minor things on it, accessories, but I didn't really care about that stuff. And so I was like, $400, that's fine, because I had a dealer in Ohio and a dealer in upstate New York contact me and said they would sell it at MSRP, which is, it's starting to happen now in the Civic Type R community. But for those who don't know, most dealers, it's like, especially in the Orlando Coggin Honda dealer right down the street from me, they're asking $48,000 for it, and it's a $36,000 car. So I just did the math with flights and my time and gas money to get back, and I said, you know, $400 over MSRP, I'll take it. So that's what I did. So I have a brand new here, 2019. It's not an 18 left over, it's a 2019. So that's what's really cool about that, because people are like, man, you got a good deal. So it worked out for me. They took care of me. Jonathan found me through the Facebook group because he's a Civic Type R owner. He owns a red one in 2018, and he said, let me lean on the manager a little bit for you. And he did. He's like, how about 400? I'm like, he's like, that's the best they're gonna do. And I said, we'll take it for 400. So that's the way it went down. And you're going to be seeing whole videos about this stuff too. So I do apologize I haven't read any of your stuff. I just wanted to update you with what's going on. And then I'll start trying to go through the comments now. So I do apologize, guys. I love you guys. I just had to at least see what's going on there. Are you putting ceramic? Yes, I will plan to. I would have done it today, but it literally is raining and raining and raining here in Florida. Ever since last night, it's pouring. We've gotten like, I don't know, 5-6 inches of rain, 7 inches. It's absolutely phenomenal. I left one of my buckets, like the typical 5-gallon buckets, out. It's gained at least half of that level-wise in rain. It's like, whoa! Because I had to back the white car. Remember the white car, the windshield's missing, so I had to go last night to a Walmart and pick up a new tarp for it, and I had to weigh it down with some stuff all around the tarp to tie it down and hold it down. And water still got in the damn thing. The white one goes tomorrow to the body shop. It's already scheduled. So I'm going to have it towed over to the body shop, and they're going to fix the small rust so they can put the new windshield in again. So, but it's going to be all wet inside because I even with all the weights, it kept flopping up in the air. It was so windy and so rainy. So, oh well, it'll dry out over time. It's raining right now. Yeah, for sure, man. How does the car ride? No, the car does not ride very stiff at all, Tom. It really rides really, really good. I've left it in either comfort or sport. When I hit the pothole with this bad boy, so it's this wheel right here. The sad thing is it's the bottom. So it's about, I don't know, that much of a dent. You can clearly see it. And I had it in comfort mode when we hit that pothole. I can't imagine if we would have had it in race mode. So I was just trying it out. We were cruising in comfort. But sport mode is no big deal. You put this bad boy in like regular or R mode, and R mode is ungodly. It's so damn stiff. It hits the minor, big, you know, this little a manhole cover. It's just like a bang, bang when it goes over. And I'm like, oh my God. So with the GTR, I usually drive in comfort mode. Whereas this, you know, their R mode was like normal mode in a GTR. That's the comparison. That's what I can tell you. So this one's normal mode is this one's R mode. That's just how the setup, the suspension setup differently. I like the red and the blue theme. Yeah, for sure. You know, I had the blue Prelude. When I first saw this one came out, I was like, you see it in the sun. It's just beautiful. The Aegean blue pearl. It's just, I love it. So I had to get it. You know what I mean? Supposed to get 12 inches of snow tonight. Yeah, dude, I would not doubt it. If we had the colder weather here, it's like, I don't know, 50s right now, maybe high 40s. If we had snow, dear God, it would be nasty here. It would be, because, you know, we probably got 6-7 inches of rain already. I know it's always, it's way more inches of snow to how many actually inches of rain it is, but it's pretty crazy. Tint, Cody, as a matter of fact, before I even went to Tampa last week, I went to the place that tinted my Prelude, it tinted my wife's old SUV, they tinted my 370Z. This is going in on Saturday to actually be tinted. And unlike the GTR, I wasn't really in a rush to tint it because I was like, I kind of have that, I want you to look at me kind of thing, like, hey, look at me, checking me out, I have that GTR. With the Civic Type R, I want to actually tint it out. So I already have it tinted. This is one of the few cars that I was looking at that the dealer didn't prematurely tint it. So you can see there's no tint on it, which is really, really nice. And so I'm putting 5% around the whole thing. I'm putting the typical like my Prelude has. It's going to have air blue, which is the 85% almost clear, and then just a little sun visor strip right here on it. But that's going to get done on Saturday, so I'm really excited about that. Make it a little bit darker, a little bit sexier looking, and we're going to go from there. So a little bit at a time. I've got to pay off a couple minor things I want to pay off, and then I'm going to throw an exhaust on this because the exhaust is really weak on this. There's really barely any sound to it at all, and I just want a little bit of just some like throaty exhaust. I don't want to be a lawnmower Honda guy, but I want to be just a little bit throatier exhaust, you know what I mean? So I've been looking around. I think I'm going with HKS exhaust. What's a good chrome polish? Chrome polish that you can easily get. A good one will either be Eagles 1 or Eagle 1 or the Mother's Mag and Wheel Polish. So it comes in a little can or something. It's really, really good. 0 to 60 on this is somewhere around like 5.5 seconds. Again, it's not meant for straight line speed. It's meant for track speed. Like this is the record-holding Nürburgring front-wheel drive car record holder. So it's pretty damn quick for what it is. It beats many like exotic cars around the actual Nürburgring time-wise. So again, it was meant for a track car. It's not meant for like a straight up and down thing there. How many cars do you own? I personally own now 4 plus 2 motorcycles, and my wife owns 1 minivan, which is why we've been looking at much bigger homes with bigger garages. Or some of the homes we're looking at have like a couple acres on it, and they have a standalone garage next to it, which also helps. So the main home has 2 car, and then they built on like a standing structure with 2-car garage, which is really, really cool. And I thought we've been looking at homes like that too. Popping the hood poo is going to be a little bit hard. Can you see the motorcycles? See how close they are? I don't know if I could actually reach inside to actually pop the hood. I'd love to do it for you, but with the motorcycle there, the door opens maybe 6, 7, 8 inches before it'll hit the motorcycle, and I don't want to scratch it up. So right now at this point, I'm going to have to leave it shut. Did you see the pothole? Only at the last second did I see the pothole. There was car in front of me, maybe like 5 lengths in front of me, so I wasn't up on his bumper, and we had a couple of minor potholes I was trying to dodge, and I went over a few of them, and then out of nowhere, he goes by and it went, BAM! And it just hit it just like that, so I really didn't have a lot of reaction time. I saw it, and the pothole was probably like 2 feet wide, and there was really no way without dashing out of my lane into this guy's lane or this guy's lane and without hitting it, so it really screwed up. Hope your wife can drive a stick. Nope, my wife can't drive a stick, so I'm not worried about it. Did it stop raining? As far as I know, it's still raining. I don't really know right now. Did you steal the Prelude? Yes, the blue one's in Wesley Chapel. It has an oil leak underneath the car. This whole last 2 weeks, it's been dripping oil in the driveway, and I was like, what the hell? And then I had to check engine oil light came on, and I was like, oh God. So I pulled out the dipstick, and it was showing there was barely any oil left in it. So I went and put 4 quarts of oil in it, and it topped it off again. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So a seal or something is leaking. So we drove it over there to the guy who did the 5-speed swap. He did a rewiring of the white Prelude, got that thing completely done. So I dropped it off over there, it's a suburb right outside of Tampa, so it worked out. That's still there. The white car is right outside the garage door, getting soaked right now. I'm sure the tarp kept flopping up in the heavy winds, even though I weighed it down, so it did get water inside of it. But you know, it'll dry out, no big deal. Watch your Instagram live stream. Yeah, buddy, Jacob was pretty cool, man. What percentage tint? 5%. What are you going to do with the car? Just keep driving it? Just, I don't know. Like, it's funny. Like, they actually had a salesman, a not very smart salesman. Nice guys over there, by the way. He kept calling this a GTR. I'm not lying. He kept telling my wife, oh, your husband's getting the GTR. And she's like, what? And she's like, no, he's getting GTR. And she's like, this isn't a GTR. And he goes, yeah, that's the GTR. And my wife's like, and you can hear it. You can actually hear it in the video where they're driving the car out of the dealership floor. And the guy goes, yeah, he just bought a new GTR. And I'm like, what? My wife's like, no, that's not a GTR. He actually owns a GTR. And so she had to educate the salesman. It was hilarious. That was pretty funny. Wouldn't want to see in the Civic either. Well, then you can go away. I don't care. Does it sound like SI stock exhaust? No, it's a little bit deeper. It's a little bit deeper than that. What'd you pay for it? So sticker price on this car is $36,500, and I paid $36,900 and change for it because I had to pay about $400 and change over MSRP for it because it had these couple little additions to it. So that was really no big deal for me, and I took care of that, and I was just like, I was happy with that price, you know what I mean? Dealers in Florida were so far sky high. There was maybe like 5 or 6 blue Civic Type R's in Florida right now. Some are 2018, some are 2019, and I wanted 2019 because I wanted all the additional stuff that 2019 had. And all the dealers were asking way, way over. The nearest dealers I could find with a blue one in stock that they would sell for MSRP was either Ohio or New York. And then I have to factor in flight, I have to factor in gas money and my time driving home. So for $400 over, that was well worth it. How many miles are on it? How many Squirrels are on it? Oh, very, very few. They actually treated it really good. There's maybe like, I saw a handful maybe. So I am going to clean it properly. We're going to decontaminate it. I'll make a full video of it. You guys will see that. I'm actually going to, focus. I'm actually going to go ahead and ceramic coat this bad boy this time. With the GTR, it's kind of like still a test bed. I test all kinds of stuff on it. The Type R will actually, because it's going to be my daily driver, I am going to put ceramic coating on the entire car. So that should be a good video for you guys. HMA probably there, you know what I mean? How many, does it have a 4-point harness? No, it's just a regular seatbelt, but the seatbelts are actually red inside of it. I don't think you guys can see that, but there it is, right there. See it going up and down right there? They're actually red, which is actually really cool. Would you consider owning a Hyundai Veloster N vehicle? Hopefully we'll be full N vehicles besides Veloster. They're very cool. I like the blue, but it's just too small. I was already dealing with 3 two-door cars, and anytime I put my son in the back seat of the GTR, his head would actually hit the headliner, trying to get him in the baby seat, and there was no more anymore. There, that kid right there. Say hi to everybody. There you go. He's there saying hi to you guys. So this is why I bought a Civic Type R right here. Here, say hi to everybody. Hold on. There you go. So remember, if you guys been around me a long time, when I bought my GTR, he was only like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 months old when we bought the GTR. Now he'll be 3 in March, so he's actually getting pretty old now. And he's starting to say a lot more words and whatnot. Isn't that right, Nathan? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Don't play with Daddy's helmet now. I don't want to get fingerprints all over it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it, please. There you go. See, I was playing with mine. My helmet's like touching all over it. I'm going to clean it up that way. Hey, from Houston, Texas. What's going on, man? Yeah, dude. What's going on from Kissimmee, Florida? Freezing here and cold. Heavy rains all day today. So sadly, I didn't get to take the Type R out. I wanted to take it out for you guys, but with all the heavy rains, I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. Keep driving it. Yeah. How much was the insurance? Okay, so I have a lot higher insurance policies on my stuff. Don't touch that, Nathan. Don't touch the heater. So what I do with this is, what do you want? That's red. That's right. So what I have is I have a much higher insurance policy than is required by the state of Florida. I have a 300,000 something policy on it. It's stacked, so it's like every single car in case you were ever sued. It has towing, roadside assistance, and everything. And I think it comes up to like $105 a month for this car. That's blue, that's right. Yeah, what color is that car? Red, that's right. So yeah, it's right around $105, $108 a month for this for full coverage. But again, that's much higher policy premiums than the state of Florida normally allows. The state of Florida is only like $25,000, and I'm like, heck with that, man. You hit something expensive. Most cars today are worth more than $25,000. I'm not dealing with that. What is the line item 400? No, they actually put in a trunk tray mat. Nathan, shh. They put in a trunk tray mat. They put in door guards. They put in, what did they put in? I don't know. It's a list of like 5 or 6 things they put in there. Don't lean against the car, okay? He's like leaning on the car. You got to teach him young about what he can and what he can't do around cars. Thanks, James. I appreciate it. How come you never purchase American muscle cars? Because they break down and they're very cheaply built, and the resale value is terrible on American cars. So I do not want to get into it. Example, if I would have bought a Camaro, even though I don't want a 2-door car, stop. Get away from the car, Nathan. Don't lean all over the car. If I would have bought a $36,000 Camaro, by the time I drove it off, the resale value would probably be about $28,000 on it. And that's the honest to God's truth. The quality is so much lower. They look cheaper. They're cheaper plastics. Everything's a lot cheaper, and I don't like that. They don't last. Number 2, they break down too fast, and I can't deal with that. Ever since I was a kid in the 90s, of course, you had the golden era of Hondas and JDM. They last forever. Example, Kawasaki, Japanese, Honda, Japanese, Nissan, Japanese, Honda, my 200 Preludes, Japanese. I mean, these are vehicles that you can put miles and miles and miles on them with just basic maintenance, and that's what I like. American cars just don't do it for me. Thoughts on McGuire's professional detail products? I haven't personally tried the McGuire's detail products, but I will show you what I did order when all the orders came in. I was going to show this to you guys. It's the McGuire's new 3-in-1 wax. It's a cleaner, polisher, and protects. So I'm guessing it's like their regular, their cleaner wax that they have, the one that comes in the red bottle. I think that's what it's called, cleaner wax. But in this one, it actually uses, I don't know if this is the ceramic one or whatever, but that's what it is. We're going to be applying it. I'm going to actually try and get my friend's 370Z over here so that way we can test it out sometime this week. I do still have this. I was going to test it out but on my wife's minivan, but last week it was rainy. This week it's rainy. I mean, it's really bad today. So I've been hindered all week. So I think the first day it's going to be clear is like Thursday or Wednesday. So I'm going to try and get my friend's car over there, and then we're going to test probably the wax on his car. We'll see what happens. Congrats on the new rides. I love the Civic. Had Civic years ago. Loved it. Thanks, Jared. I really do appreciate that. Time to put it on a dash cam. The funny thing is, Pooh, I actually moved the GTR dash cam, the one I used to have in there. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It used to be in the GTR, but when I bought the 4K dash cam, dual dash cam, I just took it with me. So I actually have the footage of when I hit the pothole. So maybe I'll dig that up and make a video about why you kind of want wheel warranty with some of these cars. Yeah, thanks for the thing about it. You have a cute kid. I appreciate that, Ben. We got 60 people here watching. Yeah, Jacob, it's actually bumping right now. A few more years he'll be driving it. Yeah, for sure. I hope so. He'll be 3 in March. I'll probably look at buying him a little Yamaha PW50, the little tiny little motorcycle that you can put training wheels on for him to learn on. Probably sometime this year, right? Because he loves the motorcycles. He's ridden me around the neighborhood on my Grom many times. He's actually ridden on the ZX6R with me around the neighborhood. He absolutely loves it. He always wants to go for a ride, but I want to get him to start out on something very small, and obviously the PW50 is a great way to do it. The funny thing is, McKibben Honda, where I bought this from, and who I've done the unboxing videos on my niche riding channel, they just bought another dealership that has it's multi-dealer, so it has like Yamaha, Kawasaki, or whatever, Polaris, a bunch of other ones, and it's in Lake Wales, Florida, which is kind of like redneck area, but it doesn't matter because they carry Yamaha, and I already wrote him. I said, hey, would you be able to take care of me for my son? He's like, we'd gladly take care of you. And basically what that means is they're going to sell it to me at almost their price. So that's really good. And that's the cool thing. They take care of me. I give them free publicity making my videos for YouTube for them and unboxing. So they've gotten a lot of sales from it. So, you know, I hook you up, you hook me up kind of thing. And I like that. I always love the color Civic. Yeah, the color is like amazing. It's shoot, this blue, I know it's dark in here, guys. I've tried as much light as I can for you guys, but this color is beautiful. What do you have the Preludes when you have the Type R's? Because the Preludes have been around with me forever. The blue one is very sentimental to me. I've had it since I started dating my wife way back in 2006. I've driven it all over the country. I've driven it all the way into Canada. I've driven it down to Key West. I've driven it all the way up through Texas, up through New York. I've driven it through Illinois. I've been everywhere, at least to the Texas this way with the blue one. It was with me when we got married. That was our car that we drove away in when we got married back in 2012. It's just too sentimental. I'm not going to get rid of it. The white one, I offered to sell it because now it's all working, and I was obviously going to get the glass fixed that goes in tomorrow. And she's like, no, you can't sell it. I'm like, why? She's like, what if my Toyota breaks down? It's still an automatic car. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep all the cars. It'll just keep it in rotation, you know. That's just what we do, you know. Sell the 2 Preludes. No way, Aaron. No way in hell. From Las Vegas, congrats. I appreciate that, K20. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much for that. What you said true about American cars. The new Mustang is pretty cool. I will give it that, but again, within 2 years, that Mustang will probably be like worth $45,000. And it, right, you know, I think, what is it going to be, like 75, 80 grand for that car? They just lose value so fast, and that's just not for me. You looking at, like, let's say the very first units came out in like mid 2017, so a 17 model of this are still selling between $33,000 and $36,000 if you look on Auto Trader. They're just stupid expensive right now for resale value on them, so high. And when brand new was $36,000, it was like no brainer. Why wouldn't you just get a brand new one? So of course that's what I did. Looking towards I will get that out as soon as possible. I'm right now, as a matter of fact, I have the video started upstairs. I was starting to edit the whole process where we went to Tampa. We went to the dealership. We show around the dealership. We show the car. We show the paperwork, a little bit of the paperwork process. We show where it actually drives out of the dealership, where we say goodbye to the guys, thank them very much for everything, and then, you know, when we get back home to the garage. So that'll be out probably sometime from, I don't know, sometime in next week sometime. Let's just go with next week, that's all I gotta say. Yo, Rizzy, what's up, buddy? Yeah, it's I'm down here in Kissimmee. What are your type, does the Type R have remote keyless? Yes, it does. It just has the regular, Jesus. Let me try and at least get the keys for you, okay? Because I can't, the keys are just sitting on the seat. So hold on, I gotta try and get it in there. Look how close. You guys ready for this? So you have the wall here, right? Let's see how close it actually gets. You guys ready to skip a beat? Look, are you seeing this? Do you see how close this is? I mean, we're within a millimeter, a centimeter of actually. Here, you guys want to get in the Civic Type R? Let's hop in it. Smells like a new car. Let's sit in the car real quick. It's so quiet in here when I get in here. Let me pop the camera around for you guys so you can actually see. Oh, did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. Sorry, guys. I'm a noob. All right. The cool thing about these seats are, look, so I'm sitting in the seat. Look how high the bolsters come up. They're halfway up my leg, the bolsters here on the sides of the seat in the back. You're so snug, it's like you won't move at all. All right, let's do a slow pan around the actual car and show you what it looks like. Obviously, looks like a typical Honda, no big deal. But obviously, you got the red center cap, red inlay. The seats are all red with Type R on them. Here, of course, is what everybody always wants to see. 21,444. So the stick shift here is what a lot of people complain about because the stick shift is aluminum. So this is actually, even right now, it's cold to the touch. And they said in the summer, it gets very hot to the touch. So a lot of people shift these out, switch these out. The change about 2019 is they actually have knobs now. Because for the couple years, if you guys didn't know about Hondas, they had no buttons on it. They had no knobs. And, of course, that caused a lot of problems. People were raging all the time. So in 2019, they went ahead and added this again. Hold on. I'm scrolling up through your guys' stuff. What else did it have? Oh, it has the USB plug. You can just plug in your phone right here. And then it goes up under here. I know you guys can't really see this, but that's where it actually plugs in underneath the actual dash. So that's actually cool. It'll hold your wires right here so it sticks out. There's your modes right here, obviously, comfort, middle one is sport. Like when it starts, every time it's in sport, then you can adjust to comfort or plus R. Parking brake is, whatchamacallit, electronic parking brake. Park brake hold if you're on hills or something like that. You know, the basic stuff on here. The only things I can complain about is that North America didn't get like home link or anything like that in the mirror where, you know, you can open the garage door or the gates. Like we live in a gated community and that's a problem here. So I have to actually have the regular remote to get in the neighborhood. I've already seen the workaround for it where you take this out and you actually put in a regular Honda Accords one and they show you the wiring process. So I might actually look into doing that. This is pretty cool here. Check it out. So this actually slides back and forth. So that's really cool. It opens up more. And then, of course, you can just always lift it up. The cool thing about the actual drink things is they also slide, which reveals a deep drink holder way down there, plus another USB plug right here. So there you go. So just letting you guys see what it actually looks like in here. And that's about, oh, you want to see the keys. Where are the keys? Okay, the keys are here. So you guys who wanted to actually see the keys, this is the front of the keys. They feel really heavy, by the way, like really heavy. And there's the back. I was kind of hoping it would say like Type R on it or something like that, but they just come with red. He said the regular ones are just the silver and black, but the actual Type R keys are actually, but these are actually like significantly heavy. So that's really cool. So yeah, it is touchscreen. Here, let me see if I can start it up for you guys. At least put it in the mode here so you guys can see it. So you see how it lights up there? I'll see if I can do it. There you go.
There you go, guys. So hopefully you guys can see that. You can hear the dash. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back. Android Auto hooked up, and because of that, that's why it messed with my stuff. So I do apologize about that. Sorry. They look like accurate keys. I mean, the GTR's keys look like regular Nissan keys, except for the little symbol of Nissan is gone and it says GTR on it. So that's really no difference there at all. So that's what's going on there. Cody, I've never been called lame before. Cody starts a lot of trash. That's the way Cody does. Cody's a shit talker. I can answer that. The new Civic Type R start at $675,000. That's a good price. Money did you pay? I already said it. Turn on the accessory mode. I did. You see it flashing right now. That's kind of cool. See how it kind of flashes? So that's always fun to look at right there. It's kind of cool. That brand new car smell for sure. I paid $400 above MSRP, so it was $36.9 and change for it. Dill pickle right now of how I threw it. I didn't eat it. The cup spears. Pay church cheaters on the 40s. I'll take care of my own cars. I'm just reading through everybody's stuff right now. You guys want to see the window sticker? Let me try and get the window sticker out, by the way, from the back. So they actually laminated the window sticker. Hold on, it's pretty funny. They actually laminated these bad boys. So let me kind of sit sideways so I can actually show it to you. So here's the window sticker. You guys can see it. That's the MSRP right there, $36,595. This was the original markup and everything. West Shore Advantage dealer adjustment $5,000 plus the $21.95 West Shore Advantage. Well, so the final total they were asking was $43,700. I waited about 3 weeks to deal with them, and they finally came all the way down, and I ended up paying right at $36,950 for it. Yeah, right around $36,950 for it. So that's actually pretty crazy. So it's just the typical stuff. There you go. 2019 Civic Type R Touring, a G in blue, black, all that fun stuff right there. So there you go. It says 20 miles in the city, 28. I think I averaged pretty high mileage on the way home, so it was really good. Then again, most of the time it was gas mileage, and it's like 70, 75 miles from Tampa to get here. It's not that big of a deal. Look at all the 5-star ratings, boys. 5-star. Good quality stuff right there. But it comes, here's the stuff. Somebody was asking about the added options. Exterior paint protection, I don't know what it is. Interior protection, I don't know. Exterior paint warranty, 1 year included. Door edge, trunk mat, wheel locks, anti-theft, VIN etching, windshield rain repellent, like I don't care about that. 3 reapplies. UV protection for the headlights, reapply. Microbial interior surface shield, wow. Nitrogen-filled tires, okay. ID theft registration 1 year. Welcome kit plus car care kit, $2,500 deposit protection. Yeah, interesting. So there you go. There's actually a window sticker for you guys, so that way you guys can see it. But yeah, it's actually a really cool car. Again, I moved it's 1440p, which is 2K dash cam. This was in my GTR, and I moved it over into here for the way home. So I actually did catch the bump on it. And there's my unit in R3. I took out of the Prelude because, of course, I was like, I definitely have to have a unit in. So until I can get a new unit in. By the way, if you guys don't know, this is the best radar detector on the market right now. Is the unit in R3. By far, of every test that all the natural, what do you want to call it, independent radar testing places do it, nothing beats the unit in R3. There is the R1 version, but it doesn't have GPS for GPS lockouts and stuff. It does, where the R3 has the GPS lockouts. It knows where speed cameras are and like red light cameras, the whole 9 yards. So that's, it'll tell you your miles per hour, the whole 9 yards according to GPS. So it's the best one to go with. They're having an R7 come out, which is going to be like the Valentine one. It'll actually have the arrows for which direction the signal's picking up at, and it's supposed to go on sale around April or May. So I'll actually be picking that up here in the next couple months. But for now, I'm just going to run this in here because I need it. Like yesterday, the cops were out on Interstate 4 and then around Tampa. You should detail at a dealership. If you tell them to detail it, you should polish it because they don't do shit right. Oh, I didn't. They actually... So, Michael, they actually asked me, they were like, do you want us to clean it up out back for you? And I was like, no, thanks, I'm good. I mean, the car had been sitting in the dealership the whole time inside the actual showroom floor. So other than just dust on it and stuff like that, there was nothing wrong with it. So I was like, no, I'm good. Because I said, what are they going to do to it? They said, oh, they're just going to wipe it down. I was like, never mind, I'll be good. Because, again, I didn't want to have anybody instill any swirls into it. There's 1 or 2 minor, like, hairline ones to it. But that'll be easy because then I'm going to actually ceramic coat the entire car. So that's the game plan for this. I want to do that probably the next week if I can. Maybe over the weekend I'll be able to knock it out, but we'll see. Weekend driver, would you choose GTR Type R? It depends on. That's a good question, Cody, because here's how that goes. If you're only in it for maybe you and one other person, definitely take the GTR because it's obviously more powerful and it's obviously a lot quicker. But if you're going to take a lot of people, then I would definitely suggest the Civic because it's a lot roomier. You can put suitcases, tons of suitcases in the back, the whole 9 yards. Now, I have my son's stroller in the back of the GTR at all times. I put suitcases back there, and I've never had a problem. The trunk in the GTR is pretty big. But realistically, you can't put anybody in the back seat of the GTR, where this one, it's actually a full four-door car, which is really why I bought the thing in the first place. And I'm really happy I made this choice, because I did look at the Audi S8, like an S8 used, but it was going to, like, I'll give you an example. An alternator from AutoZone for an S8, I don't know why the hell it's not in focus, was $2,100. $2,100 for an alternator on an S8, where in the Type R was like $250, and I was like, yeah, that's just stupid money doing it. How many hours behind the wheel so far? None. Just driving it home from Tampa. That's all I drove it to, because we took it to dinner and then we literally just parked it here. That's all we've done, because I had to set up until the rain today. I put the tarp on the white car that's outside, and that's all I've done. How you like that Type R? Type R. That's actually, these are so like soft. I'm gonna get some of the 303 what's it called, fabric protection, and put that all over the seats, because the stuff, if you haven't seen my videos, the 303 fabric guard, it's stellar. Literally, it makes everything waterproof. So I'm going to put that all on these seats to help keep stuff off. If you were buying a new car at a dealer, would you get better price if you just buy it in full? What do you mean buy it in full? The thing was, a lot of people have these discussions about stuff. Let's say you're paying in cash or paying with, you're going through a bank or whatever. There is no price, especially no difference anymore, because actually many dealers get extra money and credit from Honda if they finance it through Honda Credit. So they actually get more money. So they actually want you to finance the car through them, because the dealers actually get more money when it comes time to paying out from Honda. So why not, you know what I mean, sweeten the pot by, come on, man, just do it, and then you can pay it off in 2 or 3 months, which a lot of them will tell you to do. That way they get their cut of the money from Honda, and then you get a loan, and then you don't have to pay for it, essentially paid off in like 90 days as soon as the time comes up. Crash on the purchase, man. Looking at the color options, the Type R, you got the best option. Yeah, dude, I love the blue. The blue is gorgeous. You guys know I own the Electron Blue Pearl on my 2100 Prelude. I own a red GTR already. I have the white Prelude as well. My wife has a silver Toyota Sienna minivan. The blue for me is what did it. Everybody's getting the white for some reason, because of course that's the typical Type R color. But I don't like to be like everybody else. Sometimes I'm just like, I want to do my own thing, and that's where the blue came in. The blue is just gorgeous in the sunlight. It's absolutely stellar. It's on the Accord, and it's on the Civic as well. And I think it's actually on the Insight, if I'm correct. They had an Insight on the showroom floor with this color. I think, yeah, it was the Honda Insight. It gets like 55 miles a gallon. It's nuts. If you want a cheap car, like a cheap car that gets 55 miles a gallon, check out the Honda Insight. I went and sat in there while I was waiting. Really decent car. Congrats on the purchase, man. Looking for the color options. Yep, yeah, sure. Upgrade the interior lights. Oh, Dalton, you have no idea, boss. These little lights are pathetic. I don't know how. I haven't even looked at the lights in here. So there's the lights in there. Yeah, they remind me of when I had my 370Z. The 370Z lights were pretty pathetic, so I actually replaced them with all LEDs, and it made a huge world of difference. Good job on that one. DJ Havoc, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Do you think that you will keep the GTR? No, I'll keep it. My wife was actually asked my wife, was I selling my GTR? And my wife was like, he better damn well not sell that car. So if that tells you anything when my wife says something like that, then you know I can't ever sell it. When will you get new wheels? Right now, I really like the wheels that are on it. They're really classy. They're black. My thoughts, if I actually would think about getting it, would be the raised gram lights that I had on the 370Z. I still love those wheels. I thought they were so pretty. I got so many comments on those. They were gorgeous. And they're really not that expensive. They're like $500 and something a wheel. So, you know, $2,500 for wheels, then you put some tires on it. And I fell in love with those wheels. They're gloss black as well, if you guys remember my 370. That would be probably the only wheels I would upgrade to. I mean, these wheels still look really pretty, but that way it would give me a little bit of the aftermarket look, and they would still be gorgeous. You're the man. Thanks so much, TC. I appreciate that. I'm going to have to pick it up 303 fabric guard. Dude, it's amazing, Ian. It is amazing. El Chapo, you're 100% right. It is a real deal. I put it on my motorcycle jackets. I put it on my floor mats. I put it on my seats. I put it on my my son's baby stroller on the actual seat itself, plus the cover. Like it was. I remember I posted pictures up on Instagram. It was pouring at Disney World, and the water just beat it up like it was wax and just rolled right off it. He didn't even get wet at all. It doesn't allow anything to soak into the fabric, which is just, dude. I'm telling you, you've got to go buy the bottles. It's amazing. Show us the glove box. Okay, hold on. Let me spin it around there. Hold on, Pooh. I'll do the best I can, buddy. So I still left that on there because, you know, we're cool kids and we have to do it. So where the heck is the opening on this bad boy? Oh, there it is. It's hidden behind it. There's the glove box. So in case you didn't know, the 370Z had these as well. What these are they actually put them in the springs to hold them, and they keep the springs from compressing when they're during shipping. So I asked him, they always put these back in the glove box to prove that they had actually taken it off of the wheels when they did the delivery inspection sheet. So that's pretty cool. The 370Z has as well, and people complained that they were like, man, my car rides so rough when they first would buy those. And they said, check underneath and see if you have these things on there, and sure enough, they'd be on there. So that's really cool. They left them in there. Just pop that closed. No, wait, no. They didn't do anything actually with the car. It's completely spotless. It's got maybe like 2 swirls I saw on it. It'll be really easy to actually ceramic coat this. And that's why I want to do it before I put a lot of miles on it, and it happens to get any like scratches, swirls, or anything like that. Got some bumps in Prelude. The white one was actually in here, Super Dave, but because the white one, you know, missing the windshield. The problem with that is I had to go buy tarp last night at Walmart because it's still raining right now here in Florida, and the tarp kept flopping over even though it had weights on it and stuff, and it got rained on inside the car, so it's just like, oh, well, screw it, because it goes tomorrow to the body shop. It's actually scheduled for tomorrow's appointment to be, I'm going to actually tow it up there. It's in Orlando. One of the guys I work with, his uncle owns a body shop. So he hooked it up for me. He said it only cost you about $250 to have the rust cut out and welded in new pieces, so that way they could put the windshield back on the white Prelude. The blue one's obviously in West Chapel, Florida, which is a suburb of Tampa, at the Honda Wizards shop. So that's what's going to get fixed. Did you get the black color? No, God, no. Black, hell no. That's like Scratch City. My mom has a Sienna. Dude, it is real quick, Ian. Dude, I've raced so many people in the Sienna. You have no idea, dude. I get up on the line, just floor it. I mean, it's got 300 horsepower in the Sienna V6, and there's no turbocharger, none of that. So it's just raw, just, when it goes. It's really good. I'll see you ladies. Okay, Dalton. Did you look at Pensacola Honda? I looked at their stuff, but they didn't have it in stock, and then I would have had to still drive the 7 hours home because remember I used to live in Pensacola, so it would have taken a long time to get there. Are you gonna do the intake exhaust? For sure, Ricardo. Definitely intake. One of the things that I did, of course, when I bought it is I put the down payment on the credit card, as well as I put a 10-year, 100,000-mile Honda Care bumper-to-bumper warranty on there. So even if a knob falls off this bad boy, and within 10 years or 100,000 miles, I'm going to get it replaced for with no deductible. I just get it done. And to me, with the history of the way things break down, it was worth it because it was like $2,100 for that. I'll give you an example why I bought the warranty. So I bought the Honda Prelude in 2006 from a Honda dealer. It was a used one with a certified used car warranty, 2 years warranty. Well, during the 2 years of ownership, it actually had some EGR valves that needed to be fixed and cleaned, and something happened, and they had to order parts in. Well, during that time, because I had the Honda Care certified warranty, they gave me a rental car for the entire time. They had to order the parts and fix it, and it didn't cost me a dime. And even though I baby my cars and I always take care of them, you just never know. Example, if something breaks on the GTR, you guys know it's very expensive to fix, and I'm going to have to pay that out of pocket. Well, I keep my cars for such a long time. The white Prelude I've had now, this fall will be 10 years I've had it. So I keep my cars for a very long time. So even though I take care of them, things do break, and that way it gets fixed, and that's the way I do it. I didn't like the looks of the Kia Stinger. It just wasn't for me. It just didn't do it for me. Did you trade the Prelude? No, I didn't trade it. I have all my cars still. 20 years from now, Type R will look like that Prelude, and it'll still be gorgeous. I love it. Coat the wheels too. I'm pretty sure I'm sure they do. I will definitely look at it as well. Good thoughts on that one, Aaron. I thought he was a car dealership. What's up with me? Nothing, brother. I mean, we're just buying Type R's. No big deal. Type R. You know, anybody who has his, I don't know if every, dude, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna give you guys a crotch shot because I know you like that kind of stuff. Down with a crotch shot. So look how high the bolsters are. Crotch shot, crotch shot. Well, these bolsters are so damn hard, so getting out of the car is kind of like a chore getting out of it. It's so because the bolsters are so high.
But this blue, I gotta look at the blue one more time. The blue and the light is just absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful color, especially in the sunlight. It does it for me. And look at the red on the blue. Look at my son's Recaro. I have Recaro baby seats, okay, for my son. It's red as well, so it perfectly matches. Here, I'll show it to you guys. Let me try and bend down a little bit and show it to you guys. Hopefully, you guys can see that. That is a Recaro baby seat. And yes, it is red, so it completely matches, so it looks really good in the car. I'm going to sit back down again because, I don't know, I'm kind of lazy. I just kind of want to sit down. Excuse me. Where's the owner's manual? In the glove box, because I haven't even touched it yet. So let me see if I can get it out of here. It's somewhere down here underneath my registration and everything. Here. There it is. This Honda. I'll open it up for you guys. It looks like a normal book, but we'll see. Civic hatchback book, so I guess the book is the same. Yeah, it just says Civic hatchback owner's guide. Nothing fancy at all about it, just whatever, you know what I mean? So now I gotta put all the books back. Thanks a lot, bro. Now I gotta put all the books back. And I don't really want to scratch it. I really, really take care of my stuff if you guys don't know. I'm not to the point of anal about stuff, but I really do take care of my stuff because, you know, you spend so much money on your stuff. Even when I was a kid, when, you know, buying Nintendos and stuff, well, I mean, that was like $100-something back then, and that was all the money I'd saved up for a couple of months to buy it. So I really took care of my stuff, and because of that, I still have all that stuff. He's in the garage. Yes, he is. Do you know of anyone making a ceramic coat for the interior of cars? I don't that I know of. Almost everybody just uses some kind of like a Scotch Guard or some kind of protectant like that. I'll give Honda the credit. Type R is faster, as fast as the new Super. We don't want to talk about the new Super. The new Super is an absolute flop. It's a joke of a car. 335 horsepower, and it's like you're twin turbo to have that. My 370Z, my 2009 370Z, which, by the way, looks better than the new Super. Still, God, the 370Zs are going to be gorgeous 20 years from now. They are going to be a classic. But it had 332 horsepower. And it was not turbocharged at all. It was naturally aspirated V6, you know what I mean? The 3.7-liter VQ engine. And it was a complete flop. I would definitely say buy one of those. Don't waste your money on a new Super. I think when they start doing the test drives of it and start comparing it, it's going to be an overpriced flop. It's not even Toyota. We all know it's a BMW. So, yeah, you don't get me started. My buddy 6.0 Denali, and I love the van. Sweet, yeah, the vans are great. The suspension is amazing, brakes are powerful, and the gearbox is, dude, the gearbox on this is so nice. God, it is really cold because it's aluminum. Everybody bitches about how cold it is. It is really cold, guys. And I heard during the summer it's very hot. So again, I'm going to have air blue in the whole windshield. So air blue, what if you guys don't know what that is? The front windshield has air blue, so it's 85% tinted, so it's basically clear. And but it keeps out a lot of the heat. I have it on my blue Prelude, so it'll be done the same way. So it'll be good. Got a 100,000-mile powertrain standard on my Genesis Coupe. Got a bumper to bumper. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. This one was like 6-year or something powertrain, but it didn't cover the inside. It was only 3 years, 36 miles, something. I don't know. It's somewhere. It's something like that for the actual electronics and stuff. And let me tell you, let's say something screws up here. This bad boy alone here will be a couple $1,000s. And so that more than pays for it. So it's me. It's worth it. Focus RS. Oh, I take the Type R all day long. I remember when the Focus RS came out, I went to the local Ford dealership here in Kissimmee that was close to my house, and I tried to get in the back seat. Literally, there was no leg room in the back seat. It was just too small. So it just didn't work out for me. Did you finance all your cars? Yes, I financed the car. I put down $4,000 on this car, but I'll pay it off fast. You guys know me. The GTR is almost paid off. I was actually going to wait after I got dicked around by Miami Lakes Honda and Headquarters Honda in Claremont, that I was going to go ahead and wait for a couple more months. Dalton, chill out, man. It's like spamming the hell out of my thing. And I was going to go ahead and put it on the pay off this and then just buy with this. But the car was almost paid off. It only owe, I think, $10,000 left on the GTR. So it'll be paid off before the end of the year. And then I was just going to make the massive payments down on the Civic Type R, because I make $2,000 a month payments on that. So I'm just going to cut it almost in half. I'll make the minimum payment on this and just keep paying whatever's left on that, the difference of the $2,000. And then what I'll do is once that's paid off, then just come back and $2,000 a month will be paid on this until it's paid off. And that shouldn't take too long because I only took a $36,000 loan after everything.
I'm going to buy a new Mustang GT, all options total MSRP about 52,000. Never thought a new car, but just bought a chunk of money. I could buy in full. Should I? Here's the thing. With the Mustangs, they're not going to hold their values that well financially. I would say go with a used one, even if it's only like a 2018 or 2017. They really haven't changed the styles on them. Buy one used, one that has like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 miles on it. You should be able to get it for probably like 35, 40,000. Wouldn't you rather save the money and then maybe either invest that in something, whether to make you more money, or two, maybe you want to put that in some mods. Personally, I bought the GTR used. I bought my ZX6R used. I bought both my Preludes used. The Civic Type R is my very first brand new car that I've personally bought since 2000 when I had a Honda Accord. And that was the last time I bought a brand new car. If you're going to keep the car for years and years and years, it's worth it. But otherwise, I'd say just buy it a couple years old. It's the same body style. You can then invest that money into a savings account, whatever you want, or you can invest a little bit of it into mods for your car and make it even faster. And let's face it, nobody's going to know if it's a 2018, 2019, 2017, if they all look the same anyways, unless you tell them. And that's the deal. I've been a sub to you for wow. What the hell do you do for a living? I work in the shipping industry. I started when I was in high school. In 1997, I started the same company. I've been at the company. It will be 22 years this summer. I've done everything in the company. I've done the international shipping. I've delivered. I've just done paperwork for the company. I've done it all. I am blessed because of the fact that I married a person who makes a shit ton of money. Let's not lie. Let's not beat around the bush. My wife is a doctor. So it takes a lot of the financial burden off of just me, which frees up a lot of money to do the toys, the things I do. Now I actually I pay off everything as fast as I can. I don't squander the money. I don't really buy a lot of stuff, so when I do, I pay it off like that. Example, I bought the motorcycle I took a loan for, and I paid it off in like 6 months. I bought the GTR in January 2017, and I only owe $10,000 left on it. It was going to be paid off by the summer, so I was actually going to have it paid off in 2.5 years on a 5.5-year loan. This car is a 5.5-year loan, and I think it'll be paid off in like 2 years from now, maybe 2.5 years. It'll be paid off as well. I just don't screw around with money. Any extra money I have, instead of just squandering it, like some guys go to the bar and stuff like that, I actually put it on the car payments to make it pay off faster. So that way I have more money to play with later when I want it. My car was supposed to be 30, and I paid it off 26. Good. Okay, the baby seat is so badass. You're a pretty badass dad. Yeah, you know what? I have a lot of fun. I really take care of my kid, but I will teach him that if you want something in life, you're going to have to work for it. Set yourself goals. And I've always had a problem with it. Sometimes you're getting motivated. And the way I've always done things in life is I've actually set myself goals. It doesn't matter what it's for. I set myself a goal. What does it take me to get to that? And then how am I going to do it? So when I was thinking the whole time, I was like, because my wife had in the last couple of months had been talking about, hey, maybe next year having another kid, or at least trying to have another kid. And then I was like, oh crap. I'm like, the GTR isn't paid off. I have got to pay it off because I didn't want to do 2 car payments. And I was like, oh my God, I have to pay it off. So I really just started hammering down. I put literally all last year, I paid $2,000 a month on it. And that's what really started. About last summer is when I started $2,000 a month. And I just saw it go from way up here to down here instantly in a matter of like a year. And I was like, damn, I'm going to have to buy a 4-door, and I'm not getting rid of the GTR. And I just kind of set myself goals of what I want next, and that's what I go for them. It doesn't matter what you personally like. Just find something you like, and you can do it too. How much was it? So the sticker was $36.5. I paid $36.9 for it. I had to pay a little bit over MSRP. Really finding these MSRP is still somewhat rare, and in Florida it's almost non-existent to find it at MSRP. So when I paid $400 above MSRP, it came with a bunch of little dealer accessories that I really didn't want anyways. But $400, it was better than flying out up north and then driving it home. You have a black 370Z. What sort of car wash and wax do you recommend? I haven't washed or waxed it in a long time. Geez, you have a nice car and you don't take care of it? What is wrong with you, man? You got to take care of that. You're spending a lot of money on that thing. Over the counter, anything like McGuire's Gold Class, the new Turtle Wax. I washed my blue Prelude on yesterday morning before I took it over to Tampa, And I used the new pink turtle wax stuff, and I just freehanded it. I was like, damn, I forgot how thick and rich this was. It was ridiculous. A Mother's wash and wax is amazing. Eagle One, if you can get it like AutoZone or stuff, is really good. If you want to order it online, I would say some of the best companies I've ever tried from online products would be Limitless Car Care. I've been doing a lot of giveaways from Limitless Car Care products. I bought a ton of them during Christmas, and I've been giving them away each live stream. And I would say also I would give away a look at Wax Gods. Smaller companies usually bust their butts to make better quality products that can keep customers happy. So I recommend those two. Usually wait for their seal and you can get a good deal on it. My son is screaming in there. I don't know what he said. I have Dave just getting my opinion on it. Hello, Snyder. How you doing, Tools? Sorry, I'm inside the car. For all you guys that are in here, I'm being a bum and I'm just sitting in the car right now. I've already been outside and there. If you want to see the car from the outside again, just leave me know in the comments. I'm just trying to scroll through and answer everybody's questions. I'm so glad you got the flop because I think shit is. Super has a BMW period. The whole car is a BMW, Brian. I'm one of the ones who baby stuff and I keep using the wheel thing off. The ceramic coat for the plastics and others like shifter, seatbelt buttons. Oh, I see what you mean. I bet the Super will dyno. It's going to be pathetic. What type are physical knobs on the stereo? Yes. So, and that's what we're talking about. I'll flip this screen around. So in the 2019, they brought back the physical knobs again and all the touch things here. Now, that one thing I don't like is it doesn't have the tuner knob. The Accord, the 2018 Accord they loaned us to go to Wesley Chapel and then back actually had a tuner knob, and that was really cool. One of the cool things the Accord has is behind the dials right here for the the air conditioning on each side, it has a little ring around that lights up, okay? If you go cold with it, it turns blue. If you turn it this way and go hot with it, then it actually turns red. It's the coolest damn dial I've ever seen, but that's the only thing I didn't like is that there's no tuner knob. There is a volume knob, obviously, and all that stuff, which is great, but there's no tuner knob, so you have to still touch screen it to get there, and you have to set all the presets. And that's the only thing that I don't like about it, but I was already on the way home. I was just setting the presets for all the XM radio stations I like, because I listen to satellite radio the whole time. I don't listen to regular radio because I hate commercials. As a Type R short shift, it's supposed to be regular, but it basically is a short shift. From what I can tell. I mean, look how tall it is. You see what I mean? It's not very long of a throw to it whatsoever. It's really, really small. I mean, this is just my hand against it. So I don't know if it's technically is a short throw shifter. I'm sure it's very close if it's not. But it really is a smooth shifting and transmission. It's really typical Honda, right? Typical smooth shifting. Sparkle should be easy. That's cool, man. He said he had 370Z. Yes, I had a 370Z before I bought the GTR. So I sold my 370Z as a cash down payment and I bought the GTR. Besides purses and house, what does your wifey like to buy? Materials, shoes. She has a lot of, she likes Payless shoes and crap like that. But that's honestly about it. Other than that, she doesn't care. She talked me to go on cruises back in 2009 on vacation. We've done 27 cruises together since 2009. We're going on another cruise in March and then another cruise in May to Alaska. So we cruise a lot. That is what she kind of likes to do. Looking to upgrade to a 600 this spring. I have a CBR 600, but my first year riding. I had a 250. I had the Ninja 250 for 10 months before I sold it. Now, of course, I don't know if you can see that in there. There's my Kawasaki ZX6R sport bike. It's a 600. I was actually looking at getting the BMW, the new BMW S1000RR, because it has cruise control, heated grips, the whole 9 yards. But then we bought this instead, so I'll deal with it for a while. Talk about Ratatouille. He made good food, and I really wanted to taste it. I don't know what we're going to talk about Ratatouille for. I actually live right near Disney World. I live about 25 minutes from Disney. I'm on this side of Kissimmee by St. Cloud, and Disney World's on this side of Kissimmee. Just like I-4 is right next to Disney World, and then I'm way over here on the far side of Kissimmee, Florida. I know the smart thing to do, but I'm dead set on getting a new one. Just want any advice and the best deal. Shop around, James. Do what I did. Email a shitload of dealers on the Ford Mustang. Email. Once you get the lowest price you can find, then you copy and paste that email to every single dealer back and say, can you beat this? And then once you get to the lowest price you can possibly get, then you go up there and make the deal. Other than that, don't do it. Just be willing to drive a couple hours away, and it will be a huge difference. I'll give you an example. We did that with my wife's minivan. The MSRP on my wife's minivan was $39,000 and change was the MSRP. The dealer in Jacksonville, we first test drove it, wanted 43 out the door. We ended up paying 34 outdoor for it here, because I emailed, I think, 12 dealers. About 7 of them wrote back with quotes. Then I emailed them all again with the lowest quote, and then the nearest dealer here in Orlando, actually, as a matter of fact, it was Toyota of Central Florida, emailed us back, and they said, we'll do this out the door for you. And I was like, oh my God. So that we did out the door, I think it was $33,500 for the car, somewhere right around there, $34,500. It was very low, and MSRP was $39 and change. We talked them down somewhere like $7,000 or $8,000. Just do that and you'll get it. The Civic Type R, because it's rare and there's not many of them in the United States, they really don't budge. So that's the way it goes. Do you think Nathan will be doctors? I don't know. My wife said the doctor field is not like it was even when she started, when she went to med school. It's changed so much because you have all the rules and regulations are getting worse and worse. So she's like, I don't really want him to do it, but it's his life and he can pick what he wants. Will you get a car seat for your son? Jared, I already have a car seat. See it? It's a Recaro baby seat. I don't know if you can actually read it. It's a Recaro. So it's a red Recaro baby seat. So yes, I already have the car seat in here, buddy. Your wife make $100,000? She makes way more than that, Aaron. Doctors make way more than $100,000 a year, buddy. Like if you're like a brain surgeon, you're making probably $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 a year. If you're like a brain surgeon or what was it? The cancer oncology doctor for the cancer up where she went in Georgia. He was making $1 million a year as a professional. And I met him many times. He played in a band, and he was the most laid-back, chill guy you ever know. You would have no idea he was a millionaire. None. And that's generally the way it is. There's a lot of millionaires in our neighborhood where I live, and they're the most laid-back, cool people you would never, ever know it, because most of them started their own company, and then they went from there, and they just built it up, and then maybe they sold their company or whatever, and they made a ton of money. But so they're still regular, average Joe guys that just happen to be worth millions of dollars now, you know what I mean? So what are you going to review the McGuire's polish? So, Aaron, I just asked my friend who is has the 370Z, and I asked him to try and come by maybe this week, hopefully around Thursday, and I think we're going to test wax on that. iPhone, dude, thanks a lot for the 99 cents, dude. I really appreciate it. Now, I don't get too many donations. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I really do appreciate that. It helps me go into buy all this stuff. Like when I bought all the McGuire's products, I think it cost me like $59. Again, I have to pay all stuff from most of the companies. Now, if I tell you from one of the companies up on the wall up here has sent me stuff, then you're going to know right away. Like Turtle Wax, Eagle One, 303, Voodoo Car Care, Rev Auto, Limitless, 3D Car Care, Stoner Car Care, Masterson sent me stuff, Wax God sent me stuff. But I let you guys know in the video reviews that they actually sent me the stuff. But stuff from McGuire's has never contacted me, never once. And I purchased all the stuff myself. So a lot of all those donations I do get actually go into actually helping pay the stuff and offset it. Are you going to try the renewed the McGuire's hybrid ceramic or Adams? So yes. Actually, this weekend, David, I was supposed to be doing it today or whatever, and it was pouring, as you know. If you look on the Weather Channel, we've gotten about 6 or 7 inches of rain today. Last weekend, it was raining. It was very windy. So every weekend when I actually have the minivan, I can't get to the ceramic testing because I do want to test it. I do have it. I bought it. I have this the Turtle Wax spray sealant. I can't even test that either. So it's just like, oh, my God, dude, the rain is just kicking my ass right now. You want to see the outside, Aaron? Okay, hold on, buddy. I'm getting really bummy out. And it's just kind of hard to get out of the seats. I'm just lazy because I'm just like, I don't really want to get out. They're so comfy. Okay. All right, everybody, squeeze your guts in here. You ready for this? Are you ready? There's a wall right here. This is a wall. You ready? Hold it. Hold it. Can you see it? Look how close the door is to hitting the wall. We're talking like a millimeter or two away from hitting the wall. That's how close the door is to hitting it. I'll show you the outside real quick, buddy, because you asked for it. Hopefully you guys can see it. There's the outside. Civic Type R. The headlights on these, because they're the jewel eye headlights that now the Honda is putting on Acuras and stuff, they're so damn bright. It's ridiculous. The wing is huge. But the wing is set high enough where you can't even see the wing in the rearview mirror, unlike a WRX STI where you can see the wing. You can't even see the wing on that bad boy because it sits so high that the mirror view, you don't even see it behind you. So that's really, really cool about that Honda thought about that when they were designing it and adding a wing, that it doesn't cause any problems there. I would like to see his wheels, tires. Yeah, sure, I can show it to you real quick. Hold on, buddy. I'll do the best I can. I'm trying to lean around some stuff. So this is the stock wheels on it. So they're really nice gloss black. and comes with nice Brembo wheels. You see the drilled rotors. Looks really, really good. I do apologize. I can't show you any better. We're in the tight garage here, so I'm going to do what I can. What a lucky car. It will always be clean. Oh, sure, for sure, man. You know me. It's rare. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the Prelude was dirty from all the rain because it's sitting outside because I was going to park the white one in here because waiting for it to send it off tomorrow to the body shop. And I did wash, but I do try and keep it washed every week or two. It's always fully washed and clean again. The whole interior. You're going to see that I did the actual video the other day when I did my McGuire's Perfect Clarity Glass Cleaner review. That was when I was cleaning the whole inside of it out. I vacuumed out the whole Prelude. It was starting to get dirty. I tried out the new Turtle Wax products they sent me. The one that it's a protectant. It has a canister with little paper towels you pull out, and then underneath you pop out the bottom, and that's the bottom is the spray bottle. So you'll see that on Wednesday's video. It's already done. It's uploaded. It's just set to be released on Wednesday. I cleaned out the entire Prelude, so it looks really nice. You know me, guys. I take care of my stuff. Again, that's what it gets back to, just taking care of your stuff. And that's what we do around here. Let's see. Are you going to install a heads-up display? No, I don't. When I test drove, what car was it? I think it was the Honda Accord. The new Honda Accord has a heads-up display. It didn't really do anything for me. It was like, whatever. Thanks, Bill. I really do appreciate that. What's the best way to share finances as a couple? You got to be on the same level before you even get married. You better damn well be on it, because if you don't agree on stuff now and how the money is going to be shared and split, then you're going to have a whole rocky things. When we went to, I remember we got married through a church, so they made us do the marriage counseling thing, and we had to sit down with the pastor who was going to marry us, and he talked about stuff like that. And he said one of the #1 reasons why people get divorced is arguing over finances. So you've got to figure that out beforehand. I was always taught that you're supposed to merge your accounts together, because you're like married, so you're merging them. Don't have separate accounts, and because you are coming together as one. So you've got to work on the way how things are. If you don't trust them with your money now, then you probably shouldn't get married, because more than likely, if you can't trust them with money, you probably can't trust her. Period. Or she can't trust you, because who's to say that you're not going out behind her back cheating or something like that, or vice versa, and she's cheating on you the whole time because she doesn't trust you. There has to be trust in the marriage. But again, that's something that you're going to have to work out. When I go to Florida, I want to met you. Bill, I live in Kissimmee, Florida, right, like I said, right next to St. Cloud. So St. Cloud is like right down the street that way, and I live on the far side of Kissimmee. VW GTI versus Mini. I would not buy a Mini ever in my life. I guess I would go VW if I had to. Anytime, James. You live in Orlando. That's a good look for your property values with UCF. UCF is actually nowhere near my house. To get to UCF is probably about a 45-minute drive. We are so far away from UCF. It's crazy. UCF, I'd have to go all the way to the side roads to get all the way to the 417. Then the 417 is the ring road that goes around most of Orlando. So then you get on the 417 and go all the way up to the top. Let's call it the northeast part of Orlando. That's where UCF is. So it takes about 45, maybe 50 minutes to get to UCF. It's not close to where I live at all. How's it on gas? Very good. So the gas gauge inside was showing that I was averaging like 26.4 miles. The needle didn't even come off the full. Because we filled it up yesterday, of course. They let me drive it to the gas station and let me fill it up for them and all that stuff. And I didn't even see it move. And it's from here to Tampa's like 75 miles, give or take, maybe 70, maybe 80 at most. And I didn't see the needle move at all. The needle is still showing right at full. So it did pretty good. Again, highway, I heard a lot of these guys on the Civic X forum saying that their highway mode, they're getting 31, 32 miles a gallon on the highway. So that's actually really, really cool. Iron, thanks a lot, Iron. Thanks so much, Byron, about that. Where'd you get the new 303 spray seal? I can't find it all. Okay, so the iPhone, that was sent to me as a demo. I actually demoed that in the beginning of December. But again, I was put on a non-disclosure release form that I can't release it until they tell me to. And so they told me they would let me know when I could actually release it. They wanted to actually see my video review. So let's say Turtle Wax contacts me and says, hey, Chad, we got a bunch of new products for you to try. I'll give you an example. Let's say it's this new one right here. Turtle Wax Ice Shine, the brand new 2019 product that they sent me. Well, they'll just send it to me in just a little dummy bottle, like a dummy bottle with test product in it, and they say, hey, Chad, I would like you to test this out and give us your full review. So what I do is I test the products for them. I make a small video for it. I don't make any introduction. I just test a video, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes long most. I show them what I think about it, I talk about it, and then I go from there, whether it's a thumbs up or thumbs down, what they need to change, if so. And so I get these products months and months ahead of time. Well, I got that product, the sealant, on beginning of December, so I tested it out, but I couldn't release it until January when they actually made their official debut. So right now you should start seeing it, and I think it's AutoZone, she told me, or something. It's in the video. I had to update it in the video. She told me where you can get it, or just order it from 303. It's probably a lot cheaper anyways. AutoZone's a ripoff. I love the color blue. Thanks so much, David. I love it too, brother. I love it, love it, love it. Lorna is the second fastest growing city in Florida. It's going to be good for you, your wife, and to create the Hyperloop connecting thing. Yeah, but who really goes on it? You know, the train. That's the way I see it. California weather over Florida, weather day, and thing, I'll pay high taxes. No way, dude. I would never live in California. Too many hippies and crazy people out there. No way in hell. And I can't deal with that. I mean, Florida, we get rain. Whoop-de-doo. We get hurricanes, but at least you know the hurricane's coming. Earthquake, you never know it's coming. And then you get forest fires. We rarely have forest fires here. I remember a few times in Florida, but that's very rare. It's just cheaper to live. Taxes are much cheaper. Why would I want to live in California? I've been there. It's strange out there compared to everywhere else in the country. They're definitely a different type of people in California. Let's put it that way. The wall endorses me. Designer, the wall and door. Oh, yeah. You have anxiety problems? I've got 99 problems, but a door ain't one. Yeah, how you like that? And it's like that close to it. It's just nuts. Here, just to flip you out one more time. Just to watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Just, I mean, we're talking millimeters from actually hitting the wall. Hopefully does that make you feel better now the door's shut? Does that make you feel a little bit better? Thanks, Javier. I appreciate it, buddy. Hey, bro, congrats on the new car. I tried 303 speed detailer the other day. It was getting streaky on me. Have you encountered problems? So some of the detailers I have ran into is that they have a spray wax or a carnauba or something in there. So some of them are, you have to actually buff them after you use it. That's what I have found. Some of the companies like Limitless, here, I'll show you. So Limitless is detailer here. I love this. I love Limitless, by the way. They're an amazing company. It actually has, it says right here, with carnauba wax. So it's actually carnauba, so when you spray it and wipe it down, it'll look streaky. But that's because, of course, you're putting a spray wax on it. So then you just have to flip the microfiber towel off, and then you come back and just buff it out. That's the really cool thing. So just try and flip it over and go from there. Are there brake standards? These are standards. Full Brembo brakes with the drilled rotors. Dude, Tool Fire, thanks so much, buddy. I really do appreciate that. Definitely make sure you hang around here because I've got to have lots of content on here soon. Like again, this weekend we'll be getting tint on it, 5% limo tint. I like dark tint on my cars. I don't like to be seen. I wear contacts, and my eyes have been always been very sensitive to the sun. I always wear like sunglasses or something. So for me, having darker tint windows, it really helps me out. I've had 2 cars broke into when I lived in Jacksonville, Florida. Tint actually helped it from the glass not breaking in. It's the craziest thing because the tint was so dark. The cops said that actually saved my car, and that was really cool. Again, I had to still pay the insurance, but whatever. I know there's lots of good guys in the business, but I appreciate how you're laid back and super helpful. Not a lot of folks like you left, man. I do the best I can, Aaron. One thing I still remember, okay, for anybody who doesn't know, I did the Army ROTC program through the University of West Florida for 3 years. I was supposed to be going to the Army after college, and I was going to go in the transportation field because I work for the shipping company now, and I wanted to have the management skills before I would go back. And I remember a 3-star general coming in and giving a speech. He was a retired 3-star general. He came in his full uniform, everything. And he was super cool and laid back. Like, if you met him in person, you'd be like, dude, you're a general? I mean, he was just super cool. And the one thing he said is, you don't ever worry about anything, but you worry about your soldiers. That's all you do. That you take care of them, and they'll always take care of you. You'll move up in rank faster. You'll always get people that are motivated and want to take care of you and support you no matter what. In the end, you do nothing else but take care of your troops, and they will carry you through all the way through. And that's what you want, especially in a career or you're in a leadership position. You have to take care of people. And so I always remember that speech. And so I always try and take care of my subscribers. That's why I've done many giveaways for you guys. I just listen to you guys. I take care of you guys and make sure like I can do whatever I can on my side to help you guys out. Are you going to get a new license plate? Of course I am. Right now, of course, I've got the paper license plate crap they put on there because I didn't move a plate from one car to the other. So I am going to get a custom license plate for it. I already know what I'm going to have. Of course, you guys can take a wild guess what it's probably going to say. But it'll be changed obviously a little bit. I've already figured out what I'm going to put on there, but you guys don't know which actual license plate and design I'm actually going to buy. In Florida, we have like 125 custom license plates you can design, you can choose between. Speak English today. And so I'll be actually doing another one. All of my cars, of course, are customs. Even my motorcycle license plates they're standard Florida because there's really no motorcycle specialty license plates, but they're all custom letters and stuff, as you guys all know by now. What is the braking period? 1,000 miles. You have to like keep going between different power levels, like high, low, this stuff like that. You can't be just outright flooring it everywhere you go. That turtle wax looks like black magic. I don't know because remember this stuff. Hold on, let me show it to you. You're talking about the turtle wax. Remember, it's as part of the ice lineup. Remember, the ice lineup for years was the blue bottles. Well, now it seems like they're actually changing them to a different labels and maybe bottles are different. So I cannot wait to try this stuff out. You guys have no idea. This one, as well as the ceramic from McGuire's. But why is it on the weekends it always rains? Don't ask me why. And then the weekdays love blue skies. But then I don't have my wife's minivan to test it out on, which kind of sucks. So just hang in there with me. Trust me, it's going to get done. Which car is lower? Height-wise, right now, the Civic is higher. Can you see the difference? You can probably almost see in the video. The Civic is probably a couple inches actually taller. But again, this is a true supercar. We'll just say a sports, like it's not even a sports car. I don't know what you want to call it, like a supercar. Because it basically goes up head-to-head with like Ferraris and Lamborghinis. So it's actually lower to the ground and stuff. Where this is a full-on, this is a straight-up hatchback. It was designed as a hatchback, and then they just threw all the mods on it. So it actually is meant for more of a family car. This is not. So yeah, it does sit up a little higher. Hippies. No snowflakes. No snowflakes here, buddy. How dare you talk about us, Californians? Not talking about you. Talking about the crazy California people. Just not the regular, not the cool ones. There's a lot of cool ones out there. Enjoy the new car smell. I have been at Santiago. I've been loving it. We're a different breed out there. Yes, you are. You're your own type of people. Will you ever have a welcome video for the new toy? Yes, I'm working on it right now. It'll be out sometime next week. Just make sure you keep an eye on the YouTube subscription channel. It will be out. It's going to show me driving out there, talking about it. It's going to be showing me, it shows the outside of the building, the inside of the building, obviously, just like a paint around. It shows all the car, painting around the car. It shows the inside of the car, the whole 9 yards. It shows me doing some of the paperwork with Jonathan Powers, my salesman. It shows him driving the car off the showroom floor. It shows me saying goodbye to them and thanking them, and then, of course, back to the garage. So you're going to see all that in one long video. It's like a 7-minute long video. It'll be out sometime next week, so just start this week, I guess. Technically, it's Sunday. It'll be out here soon. Have you already clayed and polished? No, I haven't done anything to it, Pulsar. I drove it home last night, and it sat here because it's literally, I can still hear it. It's still raining outside right now. It is just nuts. We've gotten like 6 or 7 inches of rain today. It just will not stop raining. Does Florida have any tint laws? It does, but nobody gives a flying crap here. Nobody. I have had tint on, let's see, I've had limo black tint on 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars, 6 cars. I've had 5% limo. The only time I've ever gotten harassed about tint was one time when the cop was stopping me for some just bullshit stuff, and he couldn't find drugs on my car because I don't do drugs, and he was like just a really douchebag state trooper. He gives me a tint ticket, and I'm like, whatever, bro. I paid the next day, and he's like, you're gonna have to remove this. I'm like, I ain't removing shit. I just paid the $100 and something bill. It was just a douchebag state trooper, like they always are. But yeah, there is rules, but it's like 20% tint in Florida. But whatever. I've driven my Prelude, the blue Prelude, which has 5%. I've driven it all the way to Canada. I've driven it all the way to Texas. I've driven it all the way to the Florida Keys. I've never had any issues with tint anywhere I go. His channel's been helpful. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot, Cooper. Do you like the clay, the clear 3M bra? I did have 3M bra on my 370Z. It came with the car. I bought the 370Z used. Wonderful. I am going to get this thing clear brought as soon as I can, but I have got to pay off some of the stuff. Look, we have a lurker. We have a lurker. Look at him trying. You see him trying to sneak in here being quiet? What are you doing? Oh, I caught you. I caught you. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want? You want a drink? Got to go get a drink, guys. Bear with me. We got to have a parent break here. Give me a minute. We're going to take a parent break and get him a drink. And bear with me. So we're going to go in the kitchen. We're going to be doing Oh, look at my house. It's really messy. It's really, really messy. So we're in the kitchen right now. He wants a drink. All right, hold on. We got to open it up, and we got to get him some drink. He likes all kinds of drinks, so hold on. I got to open it. It has one of these like sealed lock things on it, so that way he can't open it up and spill it everywhere. So bear with me. Parent life. Parent life. All right. There we go. Now you know what being a parent is like, guys. If you don't have any kids, this is what it's like, guys. You got to take care of those kids. All right, there's that. And 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'll be right back with you guys. There we go. Put the cap back on it now. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to have you guys look at the sky, okay? Hi. Hi. Here you go, Nathan. Here you go, Nathan. Take it. Say thank you. You're welcome. Gotta teach them manners, guys. Gotta teach them all manners. If they don't have manners. You want one? Gummy bears. Yeah, gummy bears. We like gummy bears in this house a lot. We have a giant bag of gummy bears here. All right, back outside again. Back in the garage. Blue color is gorgeous. It really is, green eggs. It really is. I do apologize, guys. What the fuck? I've got to clean this garage up. There's so much crap in my way. You can't even walk through the garage anymore. Well, I'm trying to eat everything, so bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to take care of some stuff. Rains on the weekends more due to traffic patterns. I guess so. Man, that McGuire's hybrid, super good product. I've been testing it since the right up thing. Oh, good. I can't wait to try it out myself. What are your thoughts on the Type R wing? I like it. The thing about the Type R wing is, guys, it sits so damn high. Can you guys see it now? Yeah, you can see the wing right at the top of the picture. It sits so high up that it doesn't get in the rearview mirror when you're actually looking behind you, which is like really, really nice. Ever thought about using an ozone purifier to keep the car smelling fresh? No, I don't really have any stinky car problems, so it doesn't really bother me. Dalton, thanks for the $1. I really do appreciate that, buddy. You know me, Dalton, I am going to pick up, because I remember you donated the $2 to me last stream to go get the Jay Leno's car soap. I was actually supposed to get it this weekend, but all this stuff went on, and I just didn't get to make it by AutoZone, so I do appreciate it, but I am going to pick it up for you because you hooked me up with a donation to help you out, so of course I took my car. What? What's one? What's one? You got one gummy bear in your mouth. That's right. Little one looks just like you. That's what everybody says, man. Here, look at the people. Hi. He's got a gummy bear in his mouth. You're supposed to close your mouth when you eat. You're supposed to close your mouth. What are you doing? Yeah. All right. User donations for Girls Garage wheel and tire cleaner. I already have a wheel and tire cleaner from Girls Garage. You need to look up the video. I did it a long time ago. I still remember it kind of stinks, if I remember right. Are you going to change the fog lights to yellow? No. I like the way things are right now. I've never liked the yellow looks of things. It's just never been my personal thing. You know what I mean? Do you have any filters for your water spot? No, I don't actually get hard water spots. The only water spots I would ever see is, let's say I'm washing it during the day and then I let the water dry in the car. But you, stop! Don't you do that. Don't. You don't touch the car. He just smacked the bottle against the front bumper of the car. So, gotta teach him the right things right away. He just winged back and forth like this, went bang to hit the front of the car. Have you tried 303 Tire Bomb? Yes, I think I have. It's over here. I actually have it in the box, so let me try and get it for you guys real quick. See if it's still, I don't know if it's still in this box or not, so bear with me. Is this it? That's the compound. No, the compounds aren't in here, so it's in a different box. So I do have it. I think I've already tried it out, though. It was okay. It was just okay. I think it wasn't bright enough for me. It was just a nice clean shine to it. That's all I can remember from it. What do you think of the sprayable paint sealants in the spray bottle? Chemical guys make some. I've so far tried the 303 spray sealant. Excellent. I would put 303 above Chemical Guys every day of the week. You guys actually go watch the video from my 303 spray sealant. Obviously, we have Turbo Wax's new spray sealant. I haven't tried it out yet. It's part of their ice line. Their ice line of spray wax was some of the best I've ever tried. So give me some chance to try this. Of course, if you didn't know, I did buy this from McGuire's, but I haven't had a weekend to try this on my wife's minivan because it literally will not stop raining the last 2 weeks. It's crazy here. Yep, my son just went back inside. Kids got big. Yeah, dude, my son will be 3 years old in March. So he's getting a little older, man. When I made the one video where I bought the GTR, he was only like, let's see, he was 10 months old when we bought the GTR. So time is flying, guys. Time is flying if you've been around that long. Parent life is awesome. Hope to see you, son, helping and clean the car. We'll see. We'll see. Just saw Trump sign. Hell yeah. Gave them 3 weeks to get out of that shit in order. Thanks for the recommendations. As long as it works with what you said, I'll get it. Oh, dude, it's stellar. Literally, it's stellar. I was so shocked the first time I tried it. Like, these companies send me products to try out. I get that. And I don't go in there giving everybody just a thumbs up or whatever just because they sent me some stuff. You know, let's face it. My reputation is worth more than a $10 product bottle because I can go buy it myself like I bought the McGuire stuff. The thing is, I value my truthfulness, and because all you have to do with that is you wash the car, and while it's still wet, you just spray it on one section at a time. And then you just spray it off with a hose. And I was just like, damn, it went from completely flat to amazing tight beads. Now, I went over it twice because I really wanted some extra tight beads to see if it would work better. And it did, but I went over it twice. Stellar results. Yes, the Type R takes premium, of course. Love the GTR. Thanks, Jacob. I still like it too myself. It's just I need a four-door dadmobile. That's what it generally came down to here. I just needed it. I pick RR. No, if you've been around me long enough and you see my license plates, you generally know what I'm going to pick for my license plate design. It's just is a matter. So with the rule here is, like, when I bought both these motorcycles, the state of Florida, like, when you buy a motorcycle, it's different. They don't even give you a paper tag for the motorcycles. They actually give you a real license plate for it, okay? Like, up here. You see them up there? Those are the old license plates, the one they give you from the dealerships. So they actually, the dealerships don't give you a paper, they actually give you a metal tag, so you don't have to wait for one to get mailed in. So which is really cool. But with the cars, they give you paper plates. But once you get it, then you have to wait something like, I think it's 60 days is what they told me, before you're in the system. Once you're in the system, then you can order a custom license plate. So I have to wait for them to ship a regular Florida license plate to me for this car before I can order a custom plate, which then takes like another 2 to 3 months for it to come in the mail. They're so slow here in Florida when it comes to custom license plates, and then I'll be okay. So it'll be months before they'll see a custom license plate on this car. The GTR is badass. Now he has another one. Yeah, I love the cars. You know, that was a dream car for me, always having. Obviously, you can see my great neon sign I had a custom made. I'm going to custom make a Type R sign to put on this wall, but it was always a dream car for me. I saw the very first GTR ever sold in Atlanta when my wife was still in med school doing clinicals up there in Atlanta. We just happened to go by the Nissan dealership, and they were actually selling it. They sold it for $20,000 above sticker. Back then, it was only $80,000. They sold it for $100,000. Now they sell for like $105,000, $107,000, but you can usually get them around like $95,000. Niche. It'll be niche, but it's gonna have to be spelled differently, obviously, because you can't have all the same lettering on the same plates. So it'll say niche of some sort, but it won't be the same. Like this one, I think is just regular niche. I think my blue Prelude is niche with a 1 instead of an I. This is niche 1. This is 2 niche right here, and then my other one is my white Prelude is niche 79, obviously 79. So, but everything's something like that, and then this one will be something as well. So you'll figure it out. That way, if anybody on the road sees me, they know who it is. It's like, these are all my cars. It's the way it goes. You know how a Liberty walked it. That's just to me that to me is like putting a Wings West a body kit on a 19 or 90 Civic, Honda Civic from back around 2000. They look stupid, and they're gonna look really stupid in about 10 or 15 years. You'll see what I mean by that. You're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh my God, why did I ever like this stuff? And you'll know exactly what I mean. Because I remember back in the late 90s when like the Wings West body kits and the fake super wings were all on people's cars. Now they look like complete Fast and Furious cars, and you're like, oh my God, that's horrible. But example, Fast and the Furious. The original Fast and the Furious, go watch that now and look at those cars, and you'll be like, oh, those are terrible. But back when the movie came out, they were amazing looking. You see? So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, no, we're leaving it stock. No, I don't actually go to Cars and Coffee. Remember, guys, I work evenings. When I go into work, it's getting dark because that way I can watch my son during the day. And I don't get out till late at night, which is why I'm awake right now, hanging out with you guys in the live stream at what is it, 1 something in the morning. And so getting up to go to a Cars and Coffee was like pulling teeth for me because I'd only get like 5 hours of sleep. And that's just 4 or 5 hours. I'm going to be one cranky bitch. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be around me with 4 or 5 hours of sleep. It starts wearing on me and I turn into a real jerk. So I wish there was a Cars and brunch or Cars and dinner. That would work good for me. Cars and dinner, I'm there every Saturday. But Cars and Coffee, it's really hard for me to get up that early. It's just, that's the way I am, guys. I like to sleep in. Yo, Bo, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it, bud. That wasn't done on purpose. Totally random, funny, and unfortunate. How much do you think you would be for a nice exhaust on the thing? Probably about $1,000 right now. I wouldn't spend. You probably should be able to get away with about $1,000 for a good quality one. I'm looking at the best exhaust that I've liked so far is the HKS exhaust. I've listened to all the exhausts that are made on the Civic Type R so far on YouTube. And that's the best, like, deeper, grunty exhaust is on the actual HKS. So I'm going to probably get an HKS on this. I did look at the Army Tricks, but the Army Tricks is like $2,800. And I'm like, the HKS sounds really good. A lot of people say you need, if you're going to, like, really floor around this car, you need to get a new intercooler. Intercoolers on these are only like $750. You got a cold air intake, and you need a downpipe, obviously. They said just doing that, you'll push your horsepower to around 375 horsepower. A lot of guys were testing it when I actually went to the Real Street Performance meet with the Civic Type Rs back in November when I actually got to test drive one. And the guy was getting 370-something horsepower on the dyno. And considering that's a huge jump for, he said he spent less than $4,000 in actual mods. And then you get to get it tuned. It's real easy to get the power up on these cars. And I was like, that's way cheaper than even just one Army Tricks exhaust. The Army Tricks exhaust is nice because you can go quiet or loud, but that's a lot of money. That's a huge gap between a really good sounding exhaust that's right around $1,000 to $2,800. I don't know, man. HKS, yeah, Japanese brand, HKS. We have a Ford GT in our locals. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of that stuff, Jacob, but I just can't get up in the morning, buddy. The GTR club always goes out there. As a matter of fact, they're saying that if people just don't start attending, they're going to start removing, and they're talking about restarting the Central Florida GTR club because they said nobody participates. And I put on there, I was like, well, when have you ever had a meet? Like, when have you ever had like a barbecue cookout or meet or anything? I said, anytime you've met at Ace Cafe in Orlando, I've been there. I said, when you had to meet at your house, I went there. I said, but Cars and Coffee, I'm not going to get up at 8 o'clock and be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And the other ones, you do like road rallies around Florida. I'm not going to do those either, more than likely. So just have a cookout, a barbecue, go to one of those things. And I'll be there, but I'm not going to do like some 7 a.m. crap. It just doesn't work for me working nights. And so they're really getting grumpy now because the GTR is a different community. It's really generally older people that are in the GTRs, 40s, 50s, 60s, or whatever. So they're like more old men that have money that can afford them, and it's just a different culture. So they're like, well, nobody's showing up, and that's just what you deal with. And so they're like, we're restarting the whole GTR club. And I told them, I said, look, just have another afternoon meet or something. I said, I'll be glad to be there. But I said, I'm not going to be able to probably make Cars and Coffees. It's just too early in the morning. And a lot of people, I guess, they said they're going to start charging dues now to be in the club. They're like, make it real official kind of club. So it's whatever. I said, I'll do what I can do. It's about all I can promise you. I love this Mexican Coke, by the way, because it actually has real sugar cane. And it comes across the border legally. Yes, I said legally. Yep, it got its proper documents, and it came across the border legally. But I love this stuff because it actually has the cane sugar, where the American version has corn syrup, and it tastes a little bit different. I like the sweeter taste of the actual Mexican Coke versus that, so that's why I have it. So, only in Mexico, exactly. And they came across legally. They did their paperwork, they did it right, and I'm okay with that. No problems whatsoever. That's how we do it here. Yeah, I love the car. Like I'm trying to step over everything just to get to it. So I know you can barely see it, guys. It's just I've got everything under the sun in the way here, but this is my garage. This is what I deal with. You should see how tight it is over here. Trying to get into the door, you have to angle the GTR like this to kind of back it out and then get out the angle like that. It's crazy. Otherwise, the GTR, if I backed it straight up, I hit the mirror against the side of the wall. It's that close. I actually have the rubber stoppers on the door so that the door will actually not hit the wall. It hits the rubber stoppers instead. It's crazy in here. And then again, I want to put a Type R neon right there where like I have the Accord neon over there for the GTR. So that is my game plan right there. Let's see. Have you tried Coverall? Yes, I have. Go ahead and check out the video. Very, very good product. I have it over here. If I can find it, I'll show it to you. So bear with me. My son is like, meh, right now in the background. I can hear him. I have the garage door wide open, so I can hear him. Yep. There you go, buddy. See? I have Coverall. Just go watch the video. It's a really, really good product. Go definitely check it out. But yeah, I definitely have the review for it. I've just, you know me. For most part, if I can get it over the counter, I've probably tried it before. So make sure you check it out. Cars and girls. Yeah, I'm sure the wife would love that. My wife is one of those very, very jealous women. Like, very jealous. When we were dating, I shit you not, she'd go through, I think it was MySpace back then, and she would say, who is this girl? Who is this girl? Who is this girl? And I said, you better cut that shit out now or we are done with this relationship right here and now. I said, I've known these girls since I was like a little baby. Grew up with their families and stuff. I was like, I don't ever want to hear you questioning me. And after a couple of those times, I said, you ready to go? I said, you can just hit the road because I said, I'm not going to play with that game with you anymore. She cut it out, but still to these days, you know, she'll kind of mention stuff. She's like, oh, you probably got that girl at work, that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh my God, don't even, I said, don't even start with that. So she really had to tone it down because it was ridiculous. And I'm like, you can just hit the road, you know, I don't care. And so I don't play those games. But yeah, you know, that would just be a lot of drama right there in itself. Did you like the 04-door Mugen Type R in Japan? I don't really remember it that well. I will tell you that right now because obviously we didn't have it in America. I remember that, what was it? Was it 2008 or 2009? They actually sold a Mugen Civic here, a Mugen Civic SI or something like that. It was a joke. They wanted $30,000 for it. And it had no horsepower gains over the regular SI, and it was just a body kit and stuff. And to me, that was the biggest joke because the regular SI was like $22,000, $21,000 all day long, and they were asking $30,000 for them. That was MSRP on those things, and I was like, the hell with you, because I was looking at getting one because I was like, hey, that'll be cool. And I'm like, hell, ain't that cool? So whatever. Humble dude, yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know, you gotta. I don't want to say it. I know a lot of the big YouTube personalities are all big and brash, and they're all loud, annoying, a lot of times are, and I don't subscribe to channels like that. And because of that, maybe it's because I'm older, and I am 39 now, guys, and I'm just not a kid, but I never was that wild person. To me, if I were to win the big lotto right now, the big was 100-something million lotto, I'd have a house in Florida still, but I would probably build a really big custom mansion out there in like either Montana, Colorado, out where I could see the mountains, and I have like maybe 100 acres. I'd be by myself kind of the way. So that way I'm left alone. It's a lot more peaceful. I only go out into town when I want to, and I don't have to really deal with anybody because I like that quieter lifestyle. The city is fine. I like being able to do all this stuff. That's the only draw to the city for me, is like easily being able to go to places. But at the same time, when I go to my uncles and my dad's house, and they're out in the country of Illinois, out in the low hills and mountains of southern Illinois, and it's country. And those people are the most friendly people you've ever ran into. They're not a lot of people have money there. It's very rural out there. Like you can buy a home for like less than $100,000 all day long, and it's just, I don't know. It's a different atmosphere. It's just so quiet. You'll see deer just like walking around, and you're like, what the heck? And you're just, it's a different thing that we experience in the city. And I've been to Germany, I've been to Austria, I've been through Italy and all that stuff. And you go through those giant mountains that you there in the Alps. And I would just love to have a giant home that I could see the Rocky Mountains every single day. I keep talking to my wife. I said, we are going to make a trip out there from Colorado up to Montana, and we're going to be making this vacation drive there. I said, because in the next couple of years, I'd like to seriously consider look at buying a vacation home. And like renting it out possibly when we're not there, but as a rental unit. But I said that would be our vacation home, and then eventually like a retirement home. I said, you have no idea what it's like until you get there. She's been to Alaska with me twice on the cruises, and she's blown away by how beautiful the big mountains and stuff are in Alaska. And I say, think of it like Alaska, but it's warmer. Now, granted, Montana's cold, I get it, and so is Colorado, but it's not as cold as Alaska gets. I said, it's just, the beauty is amazing. I said, you're going to love it. And so that's the way we go. Would you recommend Florida or any southern state? I know they have their hot days, but I'm also not a person that likes to deal with the cold. Okay, it depends what you want in life. I've been through all the southern states tons and tons of times. Florida is a very nice state. The big cities obviously are typical hot spaces that everybody knows about. Orlando, clearly. Tampa, Jacksonville is a new big city that's really coming up. It's like 1 million people now. I went to high school there. It's really ghetto there if you don't know about Jacksonville. Obviously, Miami, Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale. That's where I was born down there. Very expensive to live down there. But other parts of Florida are still very nice. If you go to North Florida, it's still very country and rural. It depends what you want. Now, if you want the mountains, obviously don't come to Florida. But so generally what you want. You know, the South, when my wife was in Georgia doing her residency, I remember those days would get so hot. The thing about Georgia and stuff is now you're landlocked. You're not getting that nice breeze that you get here in Florida. It just is hot. And they had gnats there in southern Georgia, and that was annoying. So it's going to be up to what you want. The taxes are going to be a lot cheaper the more rural you go. But yeah, you'll be fine. North Florida, I've seen it snow twice when I was in North Florida. I used to leave work at night at my shipping job. I'd get out there like 3 o'clock in the morning, and there'd be ice all over my windshield. So I'm sitting in the parking lot going, it's going shh, 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 and you had to have ice scrapers. Every year, for a couple weeks a year, you'd have ice on your cars once in a while in the morning. So, you know, it does get cold, really cold in North Florida. So expect that. You're not going to expect it to be like warm year round. Would you ever do an engine cleaning video? I have, Johnny. Johnny, look up Chemical Guys Orange Degreaser. Also look up Masterson's degreaser. Both of them I actually have engine bay cleaning videos for. They're very easy to clean. Remember, engines are open to the actual road. All you have to do is cover your alternator, cover your fuse boxes, any electronics you're worried about. Get a plastic Walmart bag, cover it up, wrap it up, and then you can just go to town with a degreaser, and you can kind of agitate it in there with brushes and stuff and just hose it down. Remember, the engine is open to the elements. I mean, underneath you can see right through the ground. So the engine is sealed, obviously, but you want to make sure you cover up your electronics, and other than that, have a good time. And you can just wipe down the electronics like your fuse box and the plastic for your fuse box and stuff with a just nice little detailer in your microfiber towel. Just don't get everything all wet. That's the only thing you really got to worry about. Don't like the deer, you can be driving in the back rows and they will jump out in front of you. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, boss. I remember years ago, I used to take the back country roads down to Central Florida, just north of here. And I would count 30 or 40 deer at a time next to the road. I'm doing like 85 miles an hour on those back roads. Those back roads to the country, dude, you'd be like hauling ass. Like, it's speed limit's only like 60. I was doing like 85 because I'm like, there's not a soul in sight for like 20 miles. I'm gonna move, and you just see the light, the eyes like light up when you're going down the street. And you're like, oh my god, they just lined on the side of the road as they would come out at night and to eat. And you would just be like, don't pull out, don't come out in front of me. And they would just sit there, and you see the head bop up, and they look around, they go back down to eat, and you just whoa, right on by. It was pretty crazy. Out of curiosity, have you looked into the Focus RS? Yes. The reason when the Focus RS first came out, I went to my local Ford dealer. It's like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes from my house here on US 192, and I went and sat inside of it. So I put in the front seat where I would want it, and then I tried to sit behind myself. Well, hell, you might as well have been getting in the GTR. There was no back seat to it. I mean, my legs were, I couldn't put my feet in between the back seats to actually sit back there. It's an absolutely useless four-door vehicle. It's four-door in name only. It's useless. The Type R is much bigger. The Type R is actually faster than it. It's better quality build all around. I would not recommend the RS unless you are a diehard Ford fanatic or you love that beautiful blue it came in. Just look elsewhere. I test drove the STI more than once. It's a rough riding, very archaic vehicle. It needs to be updated. It drastically needs new engine and stuff in it, but you know, it's still a very good car. High resale value on those. But to me, the future right now is the Civic Type R. It's not all-wheel drive. If you desperately need all-wheel drive, then you know the options you need to go with. But for the Civic, I don't need all-wheel drive, so that would be the only thing that if you desperately needed all-wheel drive, I guess that's what would make you go one way or the other. I know a lot of you guys live up north in the snow, and maybe you have to deal with it. But in my opinion, if I was living in the snow, like you guys do right now, I would buy a complete junker car for the winter. Only insure it during the winter months when I knew I'd be driving it. Other than that, I would just park it and just like leave it for the rest of the year. And I don't care if it was an old all-wheel drive car or just a regular front-wheel drive car like a Honda Accord or a Honda like Civic from the 90s where it would only cost me like $2,000 or $3,000 for a good running one. And that's what I would drive every single day of the actual winter time. And then I would park a car like this. Maybe you want to get yourself an old Subaru or something, or anything with like a truck or something with four-wheel drive. Maybe just do something like that, but I would rather have this and just baby this and put the sucker up on jacks during the entire winter months. And then actually go from there and just drive the beater. Because when I bought my, you guys all see the rust that's on the Prelude. So for the first 5 years, it was up in Syracuse, New York. After that, it's always lived in Florida. Obviously, I'm down here. But little did I know, the rust had already started in the metal. It started eating away. And it's just the way it went out from there. Oh, did I actually get one? Yes, I did, Jordan. Yes, I did. Would I put a live stream on here and lie to you guys? Would I clickbait to my subscribers? There's no way in hell I'd clickbait my subscribers. I bought one. You know me. I don't lie to you guys. I never lie to you guys. There's no point in lying. What am I going to get for lying to you guys? Oh, I might get another bottle of detailer. Ha ha. This bottle cost me like $7 or $8. Ha ha. I've got $7 or $8 because I lied to you guys. It's just, to me, lying would be stupid because it would just absolutely ruin the quality of this channel by lying to tell you one thing or another. And that's just, it's not my personality. I was always taught from a young age, don't lie, don't lie, don't lie, just tell the truth. And so I just tell you the truth. Whether you guys like it, whether you don't like the answers, hey, that's what it is. We're on YouTube. We are here to give you an opinion. It is an opinion, and now you have to decide if that opinion you want to use it or you want to go and do your own thing. That's all YouTube has ever been. You'll see there's tons of detail channels out there that are popping up left and right. They all have their own opinions, and that's all they are is opinions. All I can do is tell you what I think, and then you run away with it from there, and you decide whether your own money, because it's your money, not mine. I've already spent the money on my stuff. Yeah, get the 4-door Civic 96 for winter. Exactly. There's no reason for you to have this nice car getting in all the salt and stuff. Let this thing sit, put it up on some jacks, and just let it sit there all winter long until you know it's completely gone, the snow's not going to come back again, and then take this back out again. That way you're good to go. Put some of the stable in it. You know, you guys know what stable is, that for the gas to maintain it. As a matter of fact, 303's parent company is Golden Eagle, who makes stable. So if anybody who's like, oh, stable, you know what I'm talking about, that maintains the gas, it's owned by the parent company that owns this. So anytime I get a box in from 303, it says Golden Eagle on it, so I know right away 303 sent it to me. Just for you guys to know, they're the parent company of 303. So it's the way it goes. I'm in Florida also, so I don't have to worry about snow. Exactly, Jordan, exactly. You know, we're blessed out here in Florida. You know, have I seen snow? Yeah, I've seen it snow a couple times when I was in North Florida. I saw it snow about 3 inches when I was in Pensacola. I saw it snow about 1 inch when I was in Jacksonville, Florida during high school years. I've seen a couple of hurricanes now where I've went through the hurricanes. You know, I've been in Florida my whole life. I've never lived in another city and another state than Florida. I've been in many cities, but that's it. Let me see if I can find a stable. You guys all know what stable is, right? You know, it maintains your gasoline and stuff like that, ethanol. Now watch. Now I won't be able to find the stupid stuff. Is it down here? Nope, that's McGuire's. Nope, that's more McGuire's. Great. Now that I'm actually trying to find the stuff, I'm never gonna find it. That's just the way it goes. Oh, for anybody who's asking what ceramic I'm putting on there, so I'm going to put this ceramic coating on the Civic Type R. I haven't even tested it out. I know it's a damn good company, damn good product. I just haven't even tested it out yet. So I'm going to be putting that on the Civic Type R. So just start looking out for that. I'm going to have this put on as soon as possible because you guys know right now it only has maybe like 1 or 2 hairline swirls once in a while on there. You know, just driving it out there, whatever, in the elements, I don't want it to have any problems, so I'm going to do it as soon as possible. So sometime this week, whenever I get time, maybe this coming weekend, that's when I'm actually going to ceramic coat it, so it'll be in another video in the future. Well, hold on. Saturday, it goes in for tinting, so maybe Sunday, this coming Sunday, I'll have to do it. It doesn't take long to do it. It's just the process of making sure there's no swirls in it, and then you just apply it. Then you just let it sit until it flashes up, and then you just buff it off. That's all there is to it. There's really no difference in putting it on. It's just a little more time consuming because once it flashes, you have to take it off immediately. That's when you know it's ready to go. And then I think it says you should wait another hour if you want to increase it, the length of it. So you wait an hour for it to like completely solidify. Then you come back and put a second layer on, and it'll make it last like 2 or 3 times as long. They say it can last up to like, I think it was 2 to 5 years, I think the rating was. So obviously you definitely want to have 2 layers on there. The one time you need something, dude, I can't open the doors. I never can open the doors because the car's there. So it's a pain in the butt. So unless the car's out of there, I can't really open the doors. And it's the way it goes. What kind of pressure washer do you recommend, or gas? Now, I have a gas because of what I use it for. I use it for cleaning the house and everything. So I'll let you guys see. So it's the Generac pressure washer. These are really, really highly, these are 5-star rated pressure washers. So it's the Generac 2800 PSI one. That's what I use. They make some really, really good generators for like powering your home and stuff like that. Yeah, but I use this. I use gasoline because I clean the driveway with it. I clean the back patios with it. I clean the car. I do the car videos with it. So I need the gas. If you are only going to use this for your foam cannon, just get an electric one. You do not need anything more than that, because why spend the more money and have to deal with the annoying the whole time when you don't need it for just your car. Get an electric one. I would personally love to have an electric one. It'd be easier to take it in and out, and I can use it a lot more often, but the gas one is fine. I can literally pick this sucker up. It's probably about 40, 50 pounds. I pick it up and I actually walk it through the garage, and then I set it back down again so I don't have to move the car. It's a pretty lazy way to do it, but it works for me. If I ever need a review on detailing product, yeah, I appreciate that. I know there's a bunch of huge YouTube channels starting to pop up now detailing. There's a lot of great pros out there. There's some amazing pros. You want to learn some killer tips? There's some great guys out there like, Ammo NYC Larry, Mike Phillips from Auto Geek. There's a bunch of great guys out there. But, for the average everyday stuff, your turtle wax and stuff, there's not many guys that want to deal with that. They deal with the very, very elite high-end detailing, and that's generally the difference. I keep things on the average. I will try some higher-end stuff, but I usually try most of the over-the-counter stuff you can buy any store, plus whatever company send me to try out. That's what I normally do. So that's the way it goes. So, any questions you have on any of the cars or just the Civic Type R? Because I know we've been running now for like 2 hours or whatever, so I do need to go back upstairs here in a bit. I need to finish working on that video so I can get it uploaded, and I need to go back inside, just kind of keep an eye on my son. Even though I have the door is wide open to the garage. Hopefully you guys can see that. The door is wide open to the kitchen. It goes to the laundry room, and then it goes that way to the kitchen. And so I can definitely hear him if there's any problem, but just so I can keep an eye on him a little bit better. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Do you have the thing, 1.1? No, I don't, Christopher. I'll leave it all stock so that way everybody knows what you can expect out of a stock one. I don't change any settings because I don't want you guys to look at my video review and be like, that's not right. That's not right, and then you try it and it doesn't work out for you. I don't want that. I want you to be able to do the exact same thing I do, no changes at all, and you get the exact same results. I just gave my Mazda 3 some love yesterday. Gave it a thorough wash. Hasn't had a hand wash in over a month. Wheels have been cleaning. Oh, 3 months. You need to get that tough stuff done, son. Preludes are not gone. The one Prelude, the blue one, is in west of the chapel, getting its oil leak fixed. And then the white one is right outside the garage door, the giant tarp over it. It's going tomorrow to the body shop to have the rust cut out so they can finally put the window glass back in. They were working on an R32 GTR at the body shop, and it took them 2 weeks to repair it because when they said they removed the windows to redo the thing, they said it was rust everywhere around it. So they had to do a lot of rust removal and repairs on that GTR before I could get my Prelude in. My Prelude has been scheduled for like 2 weeks now. So it gets towed tomorrow up to Orlando to the body shop. And they're actually, literally the rust is this big on the top and on the bottom. They have to cut it out before Safe Light will go back out and put the glass back in the front windshield. That's all it is. It's been snowing. Yeah, we don't get that here. It's just been raining, a lot of rain here. Good point, Jack. Let you full honest. Yep, that's try to do my best I can, Christopher. If I'm not true to myself and I'm not true to you, and that's just wrong. Rust on, yeah, R32's had a lot of problem with rust, especially like where the struts were at and stuff like that. They really rusted really bad around there. So it's one thing, especially when you're looking at cars, that's one of the things you can tell. A lot of times what these guys will do or what companies do, they cut the rust out and they weld a new stuff, and you can tell right away the welds are different than the stock. And that's one of the ways you can tell, because I was looking into getting an R32 and I bought that one. And I was going to import one in 2016, and I was looking at all the things, and I'm like, ooh, and I guess there's a lot of problems with these R32s that are coming from Japan that have a lot of rust. Some of these like shady auto dealers are slapping new new paint coats on them, but they're still just eaten up with rust, especially when you lift them up and stuff. There's a dealer in Tampa, or it's actually just outside Tampa, and what is it? Is it not Palm Harbor? It's one of the ones right outside Tampa by Clearwater. It's called Montu Motors. They have been getting ripped on because of what some of the crap cars they put out. Now they put a lot of good cars out, but because they put a few bad turds out on the road, and because they were actually taking back, and they had all kinds of problems trying to get them all fixed and running, that now in that community, the Skyline community, they have a really bad reputation for it. And so It's just the way it goes. You know, you can't once you do one or two bad things the wrong way, trying to cheap out, and then the actual buyers coming down there and find out what's actually wrong with them, then it ruins their reputation. That's something you can't do. All right, Dalton, enjoy your night, man. That's the way it goes, boss. Oh man, what have we got going on here? Oh. Remove. Oh, there we go. And here. Boom. Bye. Bye, Google. Bye. You know, the thing is, I have a couple of really bad haters. They always come in here. What normally I do is if they talk a lot of trash or they get in, they go in my channel comments and they curse or something like that, I ban them. I don't even respond to their comments on YouTube. I literally go into their profile and I block them immediately, so they have no idea. And I don't respond to their comments, and I just delete the comments immediately. And that's how I clear out the trash out of my channel. I don't even bat an eye at it anymore. Yeah, I don't mess around. I'm just like, see ya. You know, that guy just putting time out, but I can actually block him later on if I want to. It doesn't matter to me. It's the same guy that came in the porn channel. It's the same guy that came in with the Disney thing. It's the same. They play these games all day long, so I just get rid of them all. And I know it is. They just change their name, and that way they come in there. Yeah, that's YouTube. That's exactly what that is. That is, you're questioning what that is? That's YouTube. Trolls on YouTube. They're everywhere. It's just the way it goes, man. So it's just like, whatever. Bunch of haters, like you said. Any first mods? Well, obviously it's getting tinted. The second one, I'm going to put an exhaust on it. I'm looking again at the HKS exhaust. It's called the Lega Max exhaust. Yes, from HKS. It's from what I've seen of all the YouTube videos, I've seen a different exhaust. That sounds the best. I'd say Army Tricks sounds okay as well, but Army Tricks is also $2,800. You can get a sale on the HKS exhaust for like $900 and something. So it's just like $900 and something versus $2,800. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that one. I think I'm gonna go with the actual cheaper thing because then I can put the other mods on it as well. Cold air intake, downpipe, the entire thing. You know what I mean? We can spend the money elsewhere. Again, I would also like to put on different. The wheels here are beautiful. The wheels here are honestly and genuinely beautiful, but I thought about putting new wheels on it. If you guys go back to my old videos, you can see my 370Z I used to own a couple years ago. It had the wheels had on there with raised gram lights. Raised gram lights were beautiful, beautiful wheels. They were the full custom gloss black. It had the red raised center cap on it, and they were gorgeous. I got so many comments on that. So I thought because I sold them with the car, obviously, I thought on this car, ordering those and putting them on these, even though they're kind of the same a little bit, but they were just so beautiful. It was so hard to let that car go because it was such a pretty car, but I just wasn't driving it anymore, and it gave me the opportunity to go up to the GTR. So to be able to have those wheels again, I'd be totally happy. So I'm thinking about getting those. But again, I have priorities. I have $10,000 left on the GTR, and it'll be paid off before the end of the year, so that's going to get paid off first, and then I'm going to jump into other things from there. Rick, thank you so much for the $5. I really do appreciate it. Honesty is my thing. If you can ask me anything you want, I'll tell you one way or another if it's good or not. If I lie, feel free to unsubscribe. I would rather lose a subscriber thinking that I was a liar than to outright lie just to keep somebody around. To me, it doesn't make it worth it. I would rather build my reputation than try and BS you to do something else. I will tell you outright, I am not a professional detailer. I'm just a hobbyist detailer. There are amazing ones out there, and I want people to learn from those guys as well. So it's up to them what they want to see. I'll give you the best knowledge I can, but hey, there's guys out there that are way up in the sky above me. That's the way it should be. Fair share of haters. Oh God, there's one guy already in the Florida Type R Facebook group. Everything I questioned about, the dude would just come in there and just start ranting and trolling, going off about everything. I posted a picture today that we walked out of Target today in Orlando, an area of Orlando called Hunters Creek, and it was raining, and I was parked right next to my wife's minivan, a red Type R Civic. And I posted a picture of the car, and I posted the back end of the car as well, showing the license plate. This dude went off on a fucking tantrum about it. Oh my God, how dare you post it? So of course I trolled him back, and I'm like, because everybody else on the road has no idea what your license plate looks like. It's just the way that people are always hyped up about license plates. It's like, Anybody can see it. You have to have it on your car. It's the law. As soon as you drive out of your garage, anybody in the neighborhood, anybody out there on the road can see you. So I think that's the funniest thing in the world. And thankfully, the moderator, the head admin of the actual group of the thing, he posted his. He said, hey, you want to see? Here, you can see mine as well. And I mean, so it got so bad. Every post that I was posting about the car and stuff, he would just come on there and start mouthing off. And I finally just blocked the dude because I told that one, I said, if I don't block him, I'm going to say something that might get me in trouble, and it's not worth it. So I just blocked the dude permanently. I'm like, you don't have time for that, and it's just the way it goes. The Grom community, there are some people in the local Grom community that are complete just dickheads, and so I don't even hang with any of the Orlando Grom communities because there's so many of them are like, they're like 5 years old the way they act, and I'm just like, I don't have no time for that. A lot of them are very nice, great guys, but there's like a bunch of weirdos in there. I don't know what it is. In the car community, and any community that you get into, there's a couple that are just out of control. They're just weird, and I'd rather just block them than me say something I shouldn't say, and that wouldn't be appropriate. So, or that might lead to confrontation later. It's just easier for me to end it and not deal with them again. That way I never see their comments again, and I don't have to worry about it. So to the dualized turn with the wheel, not that I know of, but these are super bright. So anybody who doesn't see it, these are Jewel-Eye, the new Honda Jewel-Eye headlights. They come in Acuras, and right now are only in this. I think the Honda Odyssey has them as well. These are so damn bright because they're LEDs. They're so bright, it's ridiculous. And even then you put on the high beams, and it's insane how bright they are. Honesty with the wind, for sure, man. What product number? It's 21444, Adam. So it's 21444. I think it has a production date of like October of last year. The dealership got it in November of last year. So after I joined the Florida Civic Type R group, I didn't know at the time, the one guy who owns a red Civic Type R 2018, he is a salesman who ended up selling it to me at the dealership. Well, he posts every time a new Civic Type R goes through. So he showed it going into inspection around like November 18th of last year. And then it was out for sale. Then he says, anybody wanting to buy it and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, so because I just went through the history of everything that was posted in that group, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, there it is. And then so I just bought it. So it sat on the floor, what, about 2 months, a little over 2 months, and before they finally came down to $400 above MSRP, which to me on a Type R is a very good deal. So that's the way it went. Leg Max, there you go. That's it, Miami. You got it for me, boss. I was just trying to think about it. I'm like, it's something like that. Lego Max. It's Lego Max. We'll put Legos on the back end. But that's going to be the first mod. I'm actually going to do true mod to the car. I'd like to put some, maybe some springs on it. We'll see. Maybe like, I like the Swift springs that were on my 370Z. They were really nice. And then put those raised gram lights. Again, this has got to get paid off for all my extra money. So I'm just going to make minimum payments on this. It's like $600 a month for this because I financed like, how much did I finance? Like $36,000 I financed on that. And then this I only owe $10,000. So once this is paid off here by later on towards the end of the year, then I'll be able to spend more money on mods. But this is my number one thing because this is $738 a month. So this has got to get off my chest, and then I'll have more money to play with. So that's my game plan. After that, then I might do like an intercooler change, air intake change, stuff like that where it'll cost more, wheels and stuff like that. With wheels and tires, I'm guessing that's going to be somewhere around $3,000. So, you know, you do a little bit at a time. That's all I can do. If you haven't driven your car 3,000 miles and it's been months since the last oil change, how long should you change your oil? Actually, most oil changes now are getting up to like 5,000 miles. As a matter of fact, my wife's minivan, I think Toyota, they rate theirs at like 10,000 miles each oil change. I think is at 10,000. The original break-in was at 10,000. I think it was only like 2,000 or something like that for the original break-in. But this they say it goes around 5,000 is when this actually pops up. It's right around 5,000 miles because they're using full synthetic, so it lasts so much longer. Again, it's whatever. My sport bike here, they tell me to only come in every 5,000 miles for the oil change in the sport bike. So again, it goes into what kind of oil you're putting in, and so this is actually, it's time for service now. It has like 15,300 miles on it, and the last oil change was at 10,500 miles. So it's time to go in for its service. This hasn't been changed in just over a year now. So just go according to your miles, not the year. One of the mechanics that used to work on my car, he was a retired Honda master mechanic for like 25 years. He said, only go by the mileage, don't go by the years. Oil doesn't go bad unless you lived in there for like 50 years. He said, I don't ever see any issues when I'm changing them. They said, don't let the dealers make quick money off you or let any place do it. He said, just go by the miles. He said, you'll be just fine. He's like, as long as it's still running, you'll be just fine. Now, if you let it sit like 10 years, obviously change it out. But, you know, if it takes you a year or so and you're only doing one oil change a year, it's never going to affect it, he said. Do you like the aftermarket intake sounds? I haven't actually been checking on those at all, Miami. I have just been looking around some good ones, and I haven't really decided what I'm going to go with intake exhaust side of it. So we'll see how it goes there. Depends on the oil. I usually don't treat mine the same oil. 6 months. Again, it's whatever you use. If yours is synthetic, it's going to last a lot longer than a regular conventional. Even conventional, though, you should be fine. Like the white Prelude, the old 91, it just uses conventional oil, and I still only change the oil on that once a year because it just doesn't get that many miles. It might get 3,000 miles, maybe 4,000 miles a year on it. So I just put in regular oil into it because it's the older engines. They said, well, regular oil is all it needs, and so that's what we put in there, just basic whatever's. Okay, something just happened inside the house. He's making a lot of noise, so let me go check on him real quick. I don't know, he like dropped something or something. Nathan, what are you doing? Oh, he's just playing toys. You want a gummy bear, Nathan? Nathan, you want a gummy bear? Uh-oh, uh-oh. You all right? What happened? What? What happened to your tongue? What's wrong with your tongue? No, it's okay. It's okay. You're going to be okay, aren't you? You want a gummy bear? You want a gummy bear? There you go. Say hi to everybody. Hi. There you go. Red. It's a red gummy bear. That's right. Good job. By the way, he likes to rearrange all the magnets, so they're kind of like stuck all in there from the pass holder. Say hi. Hi. There you go. Are you a good boy? A poopy. You poopied? We have to change your diaper here in a few minutes. I'm going to get off the live stream in a few minutes and then come back inside. I leave the door wide open for everybody. That's how I knew he was there. You can stay in here and play, and then we'll come back in a minute, okay? You want another gummy bear? Not until you eat that. Eat the one that's in your mouth. No, they don't have to let you have another one. Oh. The one won't go bad. Yep, yeah. Once a year is more than fine. You don't need to worry about changing it more than that. My God, my garage is so messy. I think while it's cool, I'm going to go ahead and like clean out the entire garage, throw away a bunch of junk, like box up a bunch of old products that I'm not using right now, put them in the walk-in closet. Back here is a walk-in closet, and then just mop the whole floor out. Because I'm just going to go buy a cheap mop from like a Home Depot and just clean the whole damn thing out. Because it has what's the sealed floor right now, so you just like wipe it off. It looks really good. The oil would go bad after some time. It's been a little over a year now. Oh, you'll be totally fine, dude. It's been over a year, just over a year since I've changed the oil on that, and it still runs like a champ, so don't sweat it, bud. As long as the car's running, be fine. What do you need? Blue? Red. What color's the motorcycle? Green. What color is this motorcycle? Green. It's not green. What color is this? Pink. It's yellow. That's a yellow motorcycle. What color is that motorcycle? Can you see it? Yeah. What color is that motorcycle? Green. That's green. That's right. This one is yellow. Yellow. Green. It's not. Yeah, that's green. This one's yellow. Oh my gosh, my son is getting the color messed up, or he's having color. He's going colorblind. At least you have a garage. I don't live. Yeah, I actually have a heater in the garage right now. I don't think you guys can see that. I have the heater going on right now in the garage just because it was so cold in here. Guys in the car. Good night, Rick. Thanks so much again, and Rick, I really do appreciate that. If you smell something funny, it's for sure it's time. No, right now I checked his butt. He's just like, it's just, you can tell it's a pee diaper, so he's going to have to be changed here soon. That's just the way it goes. Any more questions before I get offline, though? I really do appreciate you guys being here. You know what we forgot tonight, guys? Do you guys all know what we forgot? Somebody in the comments below, let me know what we forgot. Think about it. Think about it. What did I forget tonight? Red. That's red. What's red? Badge. Badge. What? Badge. You want a gummy bear? Badge. You want a gummy? Oh, yeah, a gummy bear. Oh, somebody remembered. Somebody remembered. Hold on. Let me get my son a gummy bear. Let me get my son a gummy bear. He wants another gummy bear. Hold on, guys. You want a gummy? Here's a gummy. That's right, it's a red gummy bear. Good job. I'm going to have a gummy bear too. Huh. All right. You are right, sirs. There is going to be a giveaway. Giveaway. So, let me finish this gummy bear first, then I'll talk. So here's how my giveaways go. I give away a bottle of Limitless Lather, which is some of the best car wash I've ever tried. This is amazing in the foam can as well as the 2-bucket system. It is stellar. I also give away a bottle of Swift Shine. It's also Limitless Car Care. It's a quick detailer, plus it has a spray carnauba wax in it. So when you actually get this, if you win it, just know it's probably going to be a little bit streaky. That's because it's the wax in there, and so you have to just flip over the microfiber towel and buff it off. That way it gives you a good shine to it, but it also cleans off the light dust and debris as well. So how shall we do our stuff? What, Nathan? Hold on. So here's how we do it. I say pick out a number. Everybody gets one shot to pick out a number between 1 and 100. Everybody has one shot only. Do not copy it. Do not try and spam different numbers. Just say it one time, and I'll write it down on the paper, my number, and then after you guys say it, the closest person to it wins. That's the way it goes. Then you're going to privately contact me via Instagram or Facebook, however you want to do it, and then we'll go ahead and get your address, and I'll ship it out this week for you. Sound good, guys? Everybody got the rules down? All right, so here's how we're going to do it. We're going to be doing it right now. Everybody get ready? Get ready. I want everybody who wants to enter, give me one chance. Go ahead. It doesn't matter what it is, between 1 and 100, just only one shot. You get one shot at this, and that's all you get. So I'm going to give it about 10 seconds before I go ahead and go from there. Remember, all you get is one guess alone, and then whoever wins, you'll contact me via Instagram private messenger or Facebook private messenger on my Facebook page. No more right now. No more, Nathan. Hold on. All right, I'll give you guys a few more minutes. I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds to go ahead and guess, because there's only 32 of us in there right now. And then we'll get this stuff shipped out for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. You know what I mean? So, all right. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, no more guesses. Are you guys ready? Let us see who the winner is. I have it written down on a piece of paper here, so bear with me. I'm going to go through everybody's stuff real quick, see who was the closest, so I can know in my mind before I tell you guys. There's some close numbers here, boys. Some of you guys got within like 5. I'll tell you that right now. Let me see. Anybody else closer? No. All right. You ready, guys? Are you ready? Here we go. This is the number I picked. Can you guys see it? 62. From what I can tell, Scott Schubert is the closest one to 62. Unless I see something different, Scott is my winner today. Because he's at 57, and everybody else that went way over. So nobody was closer, I could tell, at 62 than Scott Schubert. Yeah, there we go. All right, Scott, you're the winner right here, buddy. Congratulations. What you're going to need to do is either contact me via Instagram on Accord79 via Instagram, private message me, say you're Scott from the live stream, and here's your address, or go on Facebook to Accord79, Facebook at Accord79, private message me there, tell me who you are, and then give me your address. So that way, this week I can get it out to you. All right, Scott, you got that, buddy? I'm going to go ahead and write down your screen name now so I know who I'm actually expecting a message from. Hold on, buddy. I'll go ahead and do it right now. It's kind of hard writing with one hand when it's like inside. Yeah, for sure. All you have to do is do it. Now, if I see multiple ones right away, it'll be done right away. Scott, which one are you going to plan on contacting me through Instagram private message or Facebook? Let me know. It doesn't matter. Your choice, whatever one you use more. Just make sure you hit follow me or like me on my page, and then that way we can go from there so I can expect your message. That way I'm like, okay, which one do I need to look for? And that's all we need out of you, buddy. We're going to get this stuff shipped out to you this week. I'll bag it up. I'll box it up. And I'll message you privately when it actually goes out, so that way you know when to get it. So we'll go from there. Excuse me. There's always a chance. Next week we'll be doing it again. Every week I'm going to be doing live streams. The last time Limitless Car Care had a big sale, I bought a bunch of their stuff. I bought this stuff. They did not send it to me. I bought this with my own money. I bought a bunch of each one of the products here as a giveaway products for you guys. Again, you guys take care of me. I take care of you. That's the way it goes. You tell your people, tell your friends about my channel, share my channel, stuff like that. We're going to get more stuff in, you know what I mean? So there you go. Ebor, good night, man. Good night, Peertus. Good night, Jared. Zaid, we'll get now wait. Yes, again, Saturday it's going in for tint. I will be putting ceramic coating on the entire car, so look out for that. That's going to be in the next couple of days. As soon as it gets clean, like it's dry and sunny, that's when this thing's going to get ceramic coated. I've got to take this car to the dealership because of the stupid dented wheel when I hit the giant pothole. Thankfully, the tire didn't blow on me, so we're safe. Adam, you're more than welcome, buddy. Cody, Range for Life. Which one would you prefer, regular car wash? What are my options there, Pooh? What are my options? Don't know, buddy. Don't know my options. I'll go from there. Yeah, so these are things to expect. If this weekend is not raining, I am going to be trying out the McGuire ceramic coating on my wife's minivan. But the last 2 weeks is right now. I can see it literally. I'm looking out the window of my garage. Hold on, I'm going to spin it around for you guys. So I can look out the window and you can see the light from the outside light right there. It is still raining right now. You can see the drops coming down. It's nuts right now. Nuts right now. Adams ceramic. Yes. No, Adams. The problem with Adams is somebody told me it's $69. I don't care what it is. No ceramic spray coating is $69. I will not spend that kind of money for it, especially for possibly a one-time use. Especially when you have like McGuire ceramic. Maybe it's not quite as good, but it's only like 12 or 14 bucks. I'm sorry. If it truly is $69 for one bottle, I'm like, kiss my ass. I'm not buying it. I'd rather have the proper ceramic coating. So unless somebody sent it to me for like a demo or whatever they possibly had left of theirs, maybe they bought it and they used it on their own cars, and maybe they're going to send me the rest of it. That's fine, but I just don't see myself spending $69 for one single product. Do you think all glass cleaners perform relatively the same? Very close. I'd say right now the top would probably be Stoner Car Care's Invisible Glass is probably right up there top. The McGuire's I just use is amazing. I've used the Mother's glass cleaner. It's amazing. Just the biggest thing is, especially if you have tint, whatever glass cleaner you decide to buy with your money, make sure it is tint safe. So that way it will not eat into it. Do not use regular blue spray. You know what I mean? There. All right, Scott, I'll be looking forward to your messages. Thanks so much for being part of my channel. And that way, you know, you'll be getting some free stuff here in the mail. Hopefully, you don't live in like Africa where it's going to cost $1 million to ship it over, but we'll get something out to you. You know what I mean? So, be looking forward to it. Hopefully, there. BB6 Eric, yeah, buddy. Yeah. Prelude's still here. Don't worry, Eric. I haven't sold the Prelude. Last time, a long time for that. It'll be worth it. Yeah, I have at least one more set from Limitless. After that, I think I'm going to buy a whole bunch of sets from Wax Gods, because Wax Gods is also phenomenal company. The smaller companies are usually bust their ass to make better products. So I'll probably change it up here, but Wax Gods, like here, there's their spray wax here. Let me reach for it. No, don't fall. Okay. Here's the Wax Gods Carnival Wax. Dude, this stuff smells amazing. It is amazing product. Again, Wax Gods is one of the smaller companies. They're actually a Florida-based company, and stellar products. Smaller companies work harder, make better products, and go from there. Have a good night, God. Thanks so much, buddy. I appreciate that, Lizard. Thanks so much, man, for hanging in there with me. Pooh, have a good night as well, bud. Again, Wednesday, you're going to see the Turtle Wax review. I'm going to go upstairs and finish editing for the actual buying the Civic Type R review, and that'll be out probably on Saturday, so look for that on Saturday. And then you're going to see this thing ceramic coating. That'll be out probably in a week or so. And then I'm going to do the tint video for tint before and after. You'll see that video. I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got so much crap for you guys. All the 2019 products are rolling out. They're all starting to hit my door. I'm buying them if I don't have companies sending them to me. I'm really just, it's like pumping them out right now. Pump, 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 pump. So now it's just about having fun again. Like I said, that's why I was so glad I took a couple months break from YouTube, so that way I could get back into it and have fun again versus being burnt out. Being burnt out in a YouTube thing is not fun. Do you think Chemical Guys are overrated? Some of their products are for sure. Some of them are not. It's just find the good products. You ask around, watch some different reviews. I can tell you what some things I've tried that are really good and some that are just kind of a waste. It's going to be hit or miss with them. I bent my rim and popped a tire. I'm so glad I didn't blow the tire. The salesman, I immediately wrote him. I sent him a picture, and it's dented about that much down. You can see it like it's significant, like burp, burp, like this around. And I'm like, oh. So he's like, you're so lucky it didn't blow the tire because you would have been stuck on the side of the road. Civic Type R's don't come with spare tires. Are you going to ceramic coat it yourself? Yes, Lizard, yes. Ceramic coating is not hard. It's what ceramic coating, the pain in the butt is making sure you have a perfect mirror finish on here. with your polishing compound if you have to do any of that stuff. Again, this is a brand new car off the showroom floor. It has like 1 or 2 hairline swirls on there. That's it, like 1 or 2. So after that, that's the only time consuming thing. After it's perfect, applying it's not the end of the world. That's just doing one section at a time and then waiting for it to flash. It'll literally changes colors like what do I want to say? Like a rainbow. It'll like change colors like a rainbow kind of thing to it, look to it. That's when it's good to go. Then you just wipe it down. And that's it, boss. Nothing serious at all. Also having the front driver side wheel. Yeah. Why? Yeah, I can't show it to you guys because the actual bend is on the bottom right next to the floor right now, so you can't see it. But it's right down there on the bottom. It bent about that much. I wish I could show you the picture on my phone, but I kind of screwed up and I forgot to show it. But anyways, guys, Top Kill Guys Quicks. There's not many great ones that I'm in love with. It wouldn't take very long. There's some good ones, very good ones. Like Jet Seal is amazing. Mr. Pink's amazing. Their Watermelon Snow Foam is amazing. Their orange degreaser is very good. Their what's it called? Brain fart here. Their VO7 car soap is really good. What else? Their Carnauba, it waxes pretty good, but just doesn't last very long. That's why I say get the Jet Seal instead. What else have I tried from them that I'm just blown away? Their scents, their actual like spray scents are really, really good on point as well. That red trim on those wheels. Yeah. Too bad. Again, thank God I spent the warranty. The warranty for the tire and wheel warranty was 5 years unlimited for $440. Thank God, because I'm guaranteeing you that wheel is gonna cost like $200 or $300 for that wheel shipped in from because they're gonna ship it in, order it when I get a hold of when I go to the Honda dealer this week. And then the tire, if the tire needs to be replaced as well, then that's another what, $150, $200. So right there, it's already paid for itself. If there we go. Aftermarket, yeah, you have to check for them. You just have to search for used ones. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. It's been a long weekend. Yesterday I was at the dealership for 5 hours. It was so busy. They sold so many cars yesterday that even though I had them check in hand, I had to wait for a finance person to do all the paperwork, do the tags and all that stuff, the extended warranty and all that stuff. So I was like 6th or 7th down the line, and each time, it takes, sometimes it takes 30, 40 minutes for each person. And so it took a while for them to do all that stuff. So we didn't get out there until 5 hours later, and I was kind of like, I just want to go home. I don't give a damn anymore. So I've had a long weekend. Plus I had to drive to Tampa, drive all the way back from Tampa, which is about an hour and 15 minutes. And I'm just ready to go now. So there you go. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for the donations. A lot of you guys donated tonight. I appreciate it. Scott, we're going to be hooking you up with your stuff here soon, and I'll be looking forward to that, and look forward to a whole bunch of Civic Type R videos. Again, thank you so much for being a part of my channel. You guys are the best. You guys just don't realize it.